All right, guys, and we are live. How's everybody doing today? Sorry about the taking a little bit long. Honestly, I was trying to figure out some eating situation, but I guess I'll just figure it out as on the go. Let's see here. Hey, what up, TM Productions? How are you today, brother? What up, Josh? Yo. What up, Maverick? How are you, man? Oh man, don't talk. Oh man, don't get me started on that. Hey, what up, Gallardo? What up, Cesar? What's going on, Robert? How are you, bruh? Oh, dang. Yeah, that's a long day. What up? What up, T Skunk? What's going on, man? How's everything, man? How are you stinking it up today? Um, I don't know. I sent him the link, so he's more than welcome to join in. That is right. We are the nation. We try to make it happen. What up, Apple Watts? What's going on, bro? Let's see here. Who else is in the house? What up, Robert? What up, John? What's going on? What up, Gregory? What's up, bro? What is it? Gaius? What up, Jared? How are you? Um, well, I'm just waiting on Sneed and stuff, and we'll get this party on the roll. I'm gonna put my mobile unit on real quick, just cause gotta go grab a drink. You know, we can. That's the nice thing about StreamYard. It'll let you hook up more and more and just go mobile. So let me get the mobile unit going. Yeah, it's a trip, isn't it? Seeing yourself twice. But how's everybody doing tonight? Did you guys like the topic that we were going through earlier in the SMT? Yeah, bro, you already know it, Robert. It's that Pepsi anytime, bro. And this thing won't let you it's weird. It doesn't let you do it through your phone. You can't set up the stream on your phone, you can't go start the live on your phone, but you can do it mobile on your phone. Just weird. Weird how it works. I sent the Aloha Android to the invite. I think you too, Cesar. I think I sent you the link if I'm not mistaken. I should have. You should check your inbox real quick on the tweet. Should be on there, and then I can just chime you in from this end. See here. Gotta eat some of this shit today, man. Gotta eat some of this garbini, bro. There ain't none to eat today here. I was trying to order some food, but it was gonna take too damn long. Let's see what everybody's saying in the chat here. Nah, bro. Let's see here. What's good on Simple Mobile? I still have the Simple Mobile, I think. Hold on. Well, it might be suspended by now because I didn't pay the bill. I'm warming up some pizza. Yeah, I'm about to do some ghetto pizza. Yeah, 38 hours is a long time. No, we ain't gonna wreck phones this time, bro. We're good. Hey, what up, Michael? What's going on, bro? Let me know if you want to get on. I'll send you the link. Oh yeah, I'm gonna send the link to Caleb because here, hold on. I know he told me to send him the link the last time. Thank you for reminding me, Maverick. Send it to him real quick right now. There we go. Boom. Set. No drug drill. Nah, bro. Nuclear pizza means extra cheese. Oh, bruh. Sucks to be you, man. You get that extra cheese, you're gonna be seeing that extra beat. Oh, we got SMT in the house here. Let me add him on.
What's up, bruh?
What's up, bro? What's going on? And then we got Cesar in the house here too.
Did you get
Oh,
him the
hold on, he
link?
was here. Yeah, he was here. He just disappeared,
Let him settle in, man. Figure it out.
bro.
What's up? What's
Oh,
up? We
there he
got
is.
already everybody getting all happy in the chat.
Yo, what's up?
Cesar,
Yeah,
what up?
Yo, que
yeah.
hola.
¿Cómo
We can be a little bit.
está?
We can be
Ahí,
a little bit
hacer
raw here.
ahí.
I sent Mr. Rick the link. I don't know if he's gonna join us or not either. You know, he's been
Yeah,
kind of quiet today. I don't know why.
I see you guys already got some convo happening.
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
Just some people on here, bro. They're waiting for the Pepsi. They're waiting for the drug deals to happen in front of the house. They're waiting for shit to happen. They're waiting for some action, bro. They want action. You know, these
Oh
guys.
man,
I love these guys. They're about the action.
about that action, boss.
They want to see a 4 or 5 with a. They want to see a 4 or 5 with a bazooka, bro. Just hitting it up.
Dang.
Damn.
There you go, Sneed. You got the welcome from
Oh,
Robert.
Robert, thanks, bro. Appreciate you, man. Rob is so polite, bro. He does that in my chat too. Whenever people pop in.
And then we got Cesar.
Yo.
We got Robert. Then we got Carl. What up, bro? What's going on, man? Must be North Las Vegas. No, bro. I'm not in North Las Vegas. No way.
Carlos,
Yeah.
you're in the hen dog.
Yeah, I'm in Endog. Not no North LV, bro. North LV. Oof. Raw.
Not
Yeah,
happening.
I'm eating me some burritos right now, man.
Oh man.
Chicken.
No, bean burritos, but they got jalapeno in them.
Ooh.
Gotta give it flavor, man.
Hell yeah.
You gotta give it that the little trumpet, right?
Give it a little heat.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, little heat. We need it, especially with this cold weather.
I'll tell you what, bro. You get a couple of good jalapenos on a day where you're a little congested. That'll clear you right up, bro.
You know what you do also? You get some. I don't know. Y'all don't smoke cigarettes. I'm pretty sure you don't. I quit smoking, so back in the day, I used to get menthol cigarettes. Take a couple hits off the menthol cigarette to clear your nose.
Ooh.
I don't know about all that, bro. I gotta pass on that.
No, I quit smoking. Hey, I smoked for 47 years.
Man.
And I just quit last year after I had that incident in the hospital.
That was enough to give you a good scare, huh?
No, not scared. I just, I'm not scared of dying. If I gotta die, I die. Man, I know it's a natural thing that happens. But I turned my life over to the man upstairs, and ever since then, I've been doing much better.
You got a different outlook, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't take life for granted like I used to.
That's a game changer in your life when you realize what's real important, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I started to understand it more and more as I started approaching my 30s, and then into my 30s, I started understanding it. And then you start to see it, you know, like it's one thing to understand it, and then you start actually seeing what's happening in your life and what is real and what doesn't matter. You know, we were talking about the guns and the butter earlier. You know what I'm saying? What's guns, what's butter? You know?
Exactly. But yeah, man. Shit's all bad.
So
Dude,
what are you going to talk about tonight?
Robert is saying lemonade clears congestion. I had never heard that,
No,
bro.
it doesn't work. I tried it. At least with me, it don't work. I know. You understand what I'm saying?
You must need some of those Robert lemons from over in Colorado.
Hell no.
Oh man, bro. He's saying the hats made me look like skunk, like the king of skunk 5G raccoon rabies, bro.
Hey,
Nah,
bro, I'll tell you what, bro. That was pretty funny, man. You had me rolling a little bit, man.
bro. I had to. You know that shit, bro. What happened in Discord? A lot of drama. Yeah, bro. There was a lot of drama. Somebody called me a spick on there.
Yeah, that's a coward, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know what, Carlos? Here's what I learned. I've said this already. In real life, nobody's ever called me out of my name, bro. In real life. Like standing in front of me, nobody wants any smoke. You know what I'm saying? None of these people coming out of the woodwork, bro. But when it's a keyboard and they're safe because they're like 800 miles away from you, oh, they want all types of smoke with you when they're 800 miles away.
Hell yeah.
You know, but they ain't about that life, bro. Ain't nobody calling you that. Anybody ever walk up to you and call you that, bro? Real talk.
Mm-mm.
See, they don't want that smoke, bro.
Because it's gonna go right here, right in the chin,
Pow.
knock out. And then they're gonna be on the ground twitching like a fish out of his water bowl.
Wow.
So what's up with this? What's up about that T-Mobile 5G disconnect reconnect? Oh man, don't get me started with that. No.
Now you remember, Carlos, you were talking on Sneed's channel, a reference what AT&T did. They did the 30-month thing. Okay, that's true. They do the 30-month thing, but now, just recently, about a week or two ago, they give you the option to do a 18-month type of lease agreement with an upgrade provisioner when you come up to the 18-month. In other words, you get your phone. Let's say you got a Galaxy a Note 10 Plus.
Okay.
And you lease it for 18 months. When your 18th month come around, you have the option to basically continue purchasing that phone, right? Or
towards the purchase.
towards the purchase, or you can just return that phone and upgrade on another phone and go from there.
Yeah, but do you take negative equity? Like, do you still owe on the old one, or do you start from scratch?
I believe you start. You don't start from scratch because you agreed on an 18-month term for the price of the phone. You understand what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is, what about the money you already got into the other one? What happens to that money? It was just now you're giving back the other phone.
Right, exactly. What you're doing is, excuse me. What you're doing is 18. Okay, let me restart this again. 18-month agreement. Let's say you're AT&T, Sneed. Okay, and I signed an 18-month agreement with you, with the option to turn that phone in and get a new one. Once I read that 18-month, I come up to that 18-month agreement. I either had the option, listen carefully, to either turn that phone in and get another upgrade, okay, and start over.
Yeah, got you. Okay. Yeah, so it is kind of
or continue paying on that phone till I finish paying it off and keep it.
Got you. So you could start over on scratch with like a new lease.
Exactly. Like if it's just brand new. But if you don't do that, you're gonna end up owing that money from that phone whether you turn it in or not.
Well, that's not. I mean,
yeah, that sounds like a Sprint lease, right? The Flex.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. U.S. Cellular does the same thing up here in North Carolina.
U.S. Cellular's that's native over there. Okay.
Yeah. They're the native up here.
Everybody's saying that they're pulling a Sprint.
Yeah, because people like the concept of getting something new after a year or a year and a half in this case. Because what happens in a year and a half is processors upgrade, cameras improve, batteries degrade. So you want to get something new, and then everybody's got something new and shiny. You're like, yeah, let me get the new iPhone. Like somebody who got the 10R 2 years ago, right? They don't want that 10R no more. They've been probably thinking about a Pro for the last 6 months. You know what I'm saying? They're probably thinking, oh, well, my lease is almost done. As soon as that's done, I'm going to get me the Pro, you know?
Or the XR or whatever they're going to get, yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is, you know, the next version, the next generation of it.
And not only that, it keeps the companies making money. Okay, they don't lose out on anything. They're going to gain even more because they can get that phone that you turned in, right? And they can provision that phone and sell it.
Yeah, and I think what they may get some money for that, but really what they want, Cesar, and you know this is the truth, bro, they just want you buying their service, bro. Because they got you in there. I mean, they'll take 30 months installments and keeping you locked down. They'll take 24. They'll take 18. They don't care as long as they keep you. Because if you're spending money with them, you're not spending it with Big Red. You're not spending it with Pinky and the Rat, you know, or Pinky and the Brain. You know?
Pinky and the Brain.
You remember that, right?
Novus, what's up, man? And then we got here Skunk 5G hitting it. Oh, nice.
And that's the thing about the lease, bro. They're gonna come in at a nice rate. They're gonna give it to you at like $19 a month, or what T-Mobile does with their situation, they'll get you in like they did the iPhone 11 because that's a $700 phone. Nothing down, no first month payment on the phone. It's just $35 a month, bro.
Who's doing this?
T-Mobile, they'll give you that introductory plan, their lowest like whatever it is called, bro. What's the 480p plan called? I forget. It's that one, magenta, whatever. right? Not the
Yeah,
plus.
that's a magenta.
Essentials.
Okay.
Essentials.
Yeah, so they'll give you the
Essentials, okay.
essential, so you're getting 480p, that sort of thing, and then they're going to put you in that phone. So basically what they're doing is they're selling you the service, right? But they're just eating the cost on the phone, but they're keeping you on their network, right? So they may only be making $5 a month on the phone, right? So they're actually taking a loss on the phone, but they're willing to keep you and take all your lines and keeping you on their platform.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But they're are they giving you the other stuff? Are they giving you the Netflix on essentials?
Yeah, they are. As a matter of fact, that T-Mobile's doing that.
Is T-Mobile doing the essentials though? Are they giving them that?
Yeah, they have that. Yeah, they still have the people that they're looking to cut the Netflix off.
Oh,
Honestly,
so
they're look
Kais is saying that you got to trade something in. Okay, so then it's not that
exactly.
great
Yeah,
of a deal actually.
no, they're looking to stop the Netflix, and they're going to start this new thing. Supposedly, if they could ever get off the ground with it, is T-Mobile TV.
Hey
You
Ryan,
understand
what's
what I'm
up?
saying? And that's what they're going to start doing. They want to do that. Now, the old customers that had the Netflix that been around for a while, let's say maybe 6 months, 8 months,
Oh,
a
yeah.
year, they can keep their Netflix until they change their rate plan.
Yeah, then they could lose the features.
They can
Hey.
lose the features.
Hey, Novus, yeah, they do lock the phone, but you after 60 days, you actually could call in and have it unlocked, as long as it's not reported lost, stolen the phone.
You talking about T-Mobile?
No, Verizon.
Yeah.
They told me 90 days, but
Oh,
because I called
Verizon?
them up. Yeah, I called them up before I hooked up with AT&T.
Oh,
Remember, I
man.
told you, Carlos, the last provider I got was
Yeah.
AT&T, and I went to Verizon and they told me 90 days, but they could have changed things between now and then. We're talking about 6 months ago.
Maverick is correct on this one about Sprint's 18 months lease.
What have
That
you done
after-
with them? What have you done with them, Carlos, with Sprint?
with Sprint? I
Yeah.
mean, I've only financed one phone with them, bro. But it is true. After 18 months, if you don't call in and let them know, like, hey, I want to keep the phone.
What happens
and
after the
whatever,
18 months? What's the default?
either you pay it off right then and there, or they put it in 6 payments, so it'll equal to 24
Oh.
months at the end.
Okay, so
Mhm.
like let's say the phone is on a lease, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
the lease is like $18 a month because I see that price thrown around at Sprint.
Yep.
Bro, if you're paying $18 a month on $1,000 phone, like you still owe like $650.
No, because they're subsidizing the balance at the end because
Oh,
it's
so they
because
okay, I got you. Okay, so you don't owe them 650 at the end. You might owe them say like
180,
300. Okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was under the impression, bro, like a Samsung Galaxy Note 9 when they were doing those Sprint leases, it was $1,000. It was $949 or something, right? So I'm thinking to myself, okay, this phone's going to be coming in around $40 a month, right, to finance it, right? 40, 42 bucks. So they're doing 35 a month for service and the phone on a lease. So I'm thinking, man, they're only throwing like $6 to $10 at the phone for that lease. So at the end of the 18 months, like what are you left financing? Like 780? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that's nothing.
It's
So
about $600, give or take.
I mean, it's good that people aren't really stuck. It's just people don't really understand the terms that they're getting themselves into when they sign on.
Pretty much.
I also think that the salespeople don't do a good job of really making people understand, bro.
What up,
Because
Jose?
sometimes people have no clue what they're in on, and then when they learn after the 18 months, they're like, "Wait a minute, why do I owe you money? You know, I thought this was it. I want a
Yeah.
new phone," and they're like, "No, well, you got to sign a new lease, and you got to give us back this one."
Yeah, but it's neat. That's how sprints work because I've experienced it. So like, let's say if you were at 1880 a month, okay, for your phone payment with the lease. Once the 18 months is done and you call them and say, hey, I want to keep the phone, it'll still stay at 1880 until for those next 6 months, or you can pay that lump sum.
Listen, knowing how Samsung does their trade-ins, it
Yeah.
makes no sense to lease a Samsung like from a carrier, and I'm going to tell you why. If you do an annual upgrade, so you always do the notes, right? You did a Note 8, you did a Note 9, you did a Note 10. They give you $600-700 for your trade-in. So if you think about it, you basically pay half of the phone for a year. That's the only way to keep yourself from losing more money. Because if you know what a note's worth after a year resale, it's worth like a third of what it was sold for.
Yeah.
Right? So
you,
if it's coming it's coming in at 1099 for a Note 10 Plus right now, I can't get 500. And we're not even halfway through the year.
yeah, you're better off trading it into Samsung and get $700
So
credit.
in the fall and in the end of the summer, it's August, right? Or September, whenever they do the Note launch event. I'm gonna say, here's your piece of crap back. Give me the next one. Because I'm not gonna even get 500 for it now. That means in September, it's worth 200, 300. It's a joke, bro.
Yeah, it is a joke how it works.
Even the iPhone, bro. You look at the iPhone, and the iPhone's the only one that holds value. Like my wife's 10s Max, when that thing was new, bro, it costed me a left kidney. Bro, that thing was over $1,300 after Apple Care and taxes.
Oh, you bought it at the Apple store?
That's the only way I could recommend buying an Apple product, bro, because each repair on that phone, if you want to replace the back glass, it's $400. If you want to replace the glass display out of warranty, it's $300.
Okay, so when you buy it from the store, basically, what do? They cover the damages?
Apple Care Plus. So you'll pay $200 for Apple Care, and they'll do your first screen replacement for free. The second one, they're going to charge you $20 or something. I don't know. And if you lose your phone, they give you a new one for a deductible. Does Apple Care do a deductible or no?
Yes.
Okay, so it's the deductible might be $150 or something. I don't know. But it covers, bro. You cannot.
No, for a stolen phone he was talking about.
You cannot roll. You cannot have any type of. You have to have some form of coverage on an Apple device. The repairs are sickening, bro. Like I stopped repairing them. Like people beg me to repair their stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to touch your phone. Because as soon as I touch it, your warranty's done, first of all. Second of all, there's no guarantee that I might even be able to fix it. It might brick. As soon as I disconnect the battery, it might brick.
Because you're not using OEM Apple product.
They won't sell me OEM parts, bro.
I know.
You have to find, literally lost and stolen phones turn into parts phones.
Yup.
You know what I'm
Pretty
saying?
much,
like you find an iPhone in a parking lot somewhere, don't even thinking about selling it, bro. If you're going to sell it, it's going to somebody who could repair a phone, maybe use the screen, right? And maybe possibly use the charging port a year later.
The battery too.
Maybe a battery in a year, bro, especially when they're new phones. I'm telling you right now, my friend found an iPhone 7, rose gold. He goes to me, give me $300. I said, bro, that display is worth $50 to me. You want it? You know what I'm saying? Because the rest of the stuff I may never use. I ended up using the battery. I ended up using the display for my wife's phone. I got my $50 out of it. But you know what I'm saying? Like what, bro? I tried to find the person whose phone it was. I couldn't. I held on to it. I tried. Nobody ever called it. What was I supposed to do?
Samsung depreciates a lot. Yep, that's true.
Bro, Samsung's $1,100 phone. It's been out since. It's been out for 5 months, bro.
Wow,
and I can't get half.
He still rocks an original iPhone 1 at times, Robert. What the heck?
How do you activate it?
Andrew, I don't know. I have AT&T protection plan. Yup. Robert, how's the service? Yeah, how's the service on that phone? For real. Hey, but it's true. Okay, guys, this is true. If you pay off the phone, you can get it unlocked right away, even though you're still within that activation policy. If it's paid off, yes, you can. Because I've done it with T-Mobile phones and stuff before. I didn't have to wait the whole 40 days or whatever.
But let me ask you a question. How can you get a phone unlocked on AT&T?
You go on the website, att.com/device unlock, and submit the IMEI on there.
Bro, I love the videos how to unlock your phone for free. And then they show people how you pay off your phone, and then you just request that you call in customer care.
No, I've seen that on YouTube. In actuality, when they tell you how to unlock your phone for free, and you go into that app or wherever they tell you to go, you end up paying anywhere between $29 and $49. Even though they say it's for free, it's not for free.
You know who's got horrible resale value? The Google phone, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro! Because the phone starts so expensive, so it starts at like 800-900, bro. Like after a year, you might get 200-300. It's
Uh-huh.
so bad, bro. Like if you're into resale value, your only option is really the iPhone, and even
Yeah.
then, like after a year, it's worth half. You know, Motorola's after a year are worth $200. They're
If that.
flagships. You know, seriously, bro. I bought my brother at the time. It was the Moto Z2 Force. I bought it for like 180, bro, and it was like 8 months old. You
Yeah.
know, it
That
didn't
sounds
have a
about right.
nick or a mark on it. You know.
Hey, what up, Rockstar? What's going on? Then we got Lou switch from AT&T to T-Mobile to AT&T last night. Yup, the AT&T does have that good promotion right now, where you get the phone as long as you port in and you trade in an eligible phone, you get $1,000 credit within 30 months. But that's the thing; it's a credit that goes within 30 months. So if you want to pay off
Yeah,
the
but
phone
if
early,
you
then
can't
you
actually.
can't.
Yeah,
You lose a credit.
right.
You know, like that's the part that sucks. You want to pay it
Yeah,
off
but you got
early.
to look at it this way: you get the credit, $1,000. All you're going to end up paying for the phone is about 300 to 350 for it.
Yeah, but if you just wanted to pay it off to get it unlocked, then you can't. You have to wait the 30
No,
months.
I
you
financed
got
the
to.
phone with Verizon once, and I was like, I'll just pay it off. They're like, you're not getting your credits for another 2 years. You know, they're like, if you choose to finance it today and you want that trade in credit, they're like, you're getting those $480 trade in credits, $24 at a time.
Oh, look at what
Yeah.
Brian's asking right here. This is the hard one. Hard choice: keep the Note 10 5G or trade it in for an S20 Ultra. What do you guys think?
Mm.
Honestly, trade it in right now while you can at the Samsung website. I would recommend that because you get 700 right now for it, and on top of it, who in the streets is going to give you more than like 550 for it? Not even my overseas buyers will give me 500 for it, brand, and it has to be sealed brand new.
And I agree with Carlos. I mean, the right now the 5G system is not even up completely. I mean, you can get another 5G phone down the road.
Just I would go with the Ultra, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
honestly, if I would go with an unlocked one, so you can actually start testing out other services. Since you're having a lot of issues with T-Mobile, Brian, it gives you a choice. So then you can try out and see who works better for you, and not be stuck with one device that's limited to that one network only. Uh, I don't know, Tito. I mean, if you want to hop on, bro, and get in this conversation, go right on ahead, bro. I sent you the link, Tito. Should be on the chat, but I don't think so, bro. Uh, the my backup phone better than my current phone. It was 1,000 from HK. Who's HK?
Hong Kong, bro.
Oh, Hong Kong. Oh, the Hong Kong sweet deals. The sweet deals. Yeah, even people keep it. Wow, keep it. I wouldn't keep it. That's see
Well, I
here.
gotta ask you, bro, what's so special about the Ultra?
I mean, it's just tri-band compatibility, bro, for the 5G. It's basically future proof for at least another
Yeah,
couple
but
of
he's
years.
gonna get the same trade-in value on the next Note.
Um, I mean, possibly, yeah,
They're not gonna give him
possibly.
$600-700 for the Note on trade-in in September.
I mean, yeah, they could, but it depends if you want. It depends if he wants stick with the Note line or go with the S line. That's going to be his next decision.
I personally think you're downgrading when you go from any Note to the S line. I don't care what type of display they got in the S line. I know it's got some refresh rate and it's got the OLED always gets better. I don't care, bro. I'm not going with an S20. And I could trade in one of my notes and get the 700 trade in. Why? Because if I get the Ultra, I'm still going to owe them $700. My payment's still going to be $40 a month, bro. Or $30 a month.
My
I
16
mean,
McLaren just
that's with who? T-Mobile.
Hold
No,
on,
that's just
6T
Samsung.
or 7T. Hold on.
Oh, Samsung. Okay.
My 6T McLaren. You're talking 6T or 7T, bro?
I think he meant 7T because there is no
Yeah.
6T McLaren.
Exactly. Oh, this is my boy Lewis. What up? What up, Lewis?
What up, Lou?
What's here? Phones have to be financed like giant screens. Yeah, it's true. You have to finance it the way the money the money the phones cost nowadays. You have to finance them. It's just like financing a TV, just like financing a refrigerator. It's true. You have no choice because unless you have $1,200-$1,500 to throw right there, right then and there, then yeah, go for it. Sick of watching these people do reviews on S20 Ultra, and I still haven't gotten mine.
They're not really reviewing it though. They're like they unbox it, they turn it on, they install some apps, and then they talk about the specs. Like how much real world experience have you done on a phone that you've had for less than 2 or 3 months? Bro, I'm still learning stuff about my Note all the time. And I've had it for what, 4 months?
Oh, there is a 16 McLaren, I guess. There really is. Unlocked only though, not a variant. Oh.
So that didn't come to the US? The 16 McLaren?
No, I guess not. It's an
Bro.
unlocked variant.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, the only difference now, it is true, Sneed. The only difference now between the S line and the Note is really the pen now.
That's not true, bro.
No, that's not true.
That's not true. I mean that's one way to simplify it, but I don't think that's fair. Oh no, they do have a US version of the OnePlus 16 McLaren.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, you can buy it from OnePlus actually. They got it for sale. It's the one that has the teardrop and the built-in McLaren branding on the back of it.
Yeah.
It's got warp charge, 10 gigs of RAM. It's a powerhouse. Carbon fiber back.
What a Kim.
How much are they selling that thing for? How the
Yeah, I
hell
was
is
just
it
gonna
on the
ask you.
website?
Wow, 10 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 845.
I mean, the 845 is a couple years old now, but I mean, it's probably still decent.
I know T-Mobile stand. We were slipping, bro. I won't deny it. Okay, with a little behind and with the
I had a
little
OnePlus 7 Pro.
Yeah.
I had the one with the camera that comes up on the little motor.
Yeah.
I had one, bro. The camera was okay. It wasn't great. I mean, I was comparing it to my Google phones and my Galaxies. It wasn't as good. The battery life was decent. I liked it. The software is good. I love, Google version of Android. I hate my Note 10 Plus's battery life. I hate it. It's terrible, bro.
Is that the 5G one or the LTE?
No, it's the LTE one. The 5G one would be worse.
I have both. I have the regular and the 5G one, and the battery life is horrible.
I don't like the battery life, bro. I probably get 5 hours of screen on time, if that. 4.5, probably.
Wow, you get it. That's what I get, about 4.5. I was gonna say you get a little more than I do.
Well, if I have a T-Mobile SIM card in it, it dies in 4 hours. If I have a Verizon SIM in it, it almost lasts 5 hours. You know, because of the signal. Seriously. People try to pretend like it don't matter, bro. You know what I'm talking about, bro? Like, I'm trying to tell you the real, bro. No, man, you're just a hater, man. They do the little side face, bro. You just hating, bro.
Yeah.
Then go ahead and buy one and do it yourself. Then go ahead and spend the stack. Let's see you do it.
Exactly. And then you got the Gcam APK will fix that. But that's the thing, like
Jose talking about getting 5 to 7 hours. I had never done it, bro.
Wow, how do you get that?
On a Note 10?
I can't get it, bro. I can't get it.
I don't even know how you get it, bro. I've tried.
You can go ahead.
The only time I get it is if I don't use the damn thing. Then I can get longer than
my car gets 80 miles to the gallon when it's stuck in first gear going 2 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You ever heard of turning a phone into a beast mode, putting the beast mode on a phone?
Which phone's got that? Like overclock the processor?
No, which there's a way of doing it. I would have to go back into YouTube and look at it. But I did it with this S9, and the S9 that I have right now is like I said, AT&T phone. And normally S9s I wouldn't get no more than maybe, if I'm lucky, 5.5 hours on it. I'm getting more than that. YouTube usage on this phone nonstop right now, I'm getting about 7.5 to 8 hours straight before the battery dies. As far as internet and multitasking, I get about maybe 5.5 hours, 5 hours and 45 minutes. Whereas before I was getting about 4.5, maybe about 4.5 hours.
Real
But
talk,
you would
bro.
have to,
Anything that takes the processor, bro, that's what kills the battery.
yeah. But what I'm saying, if you go into YouTube and you look at it, how to change your phone into beast mode, they'll tell you what you need to do, what you need to cut off, what you need to remove on the phone and whatnot, and it makes your phone work longer. It works.
Brian's cooking
And also-
eggs, bro.
Yeah, dude, make sure, bro, make them over easy. Some eggs over easy. Damn. With Wi-Fi only. See, even Corey confirms it, bro. If you use it Wi-Fi only, you're gonna get about 8 hours.
Yeah,
Because
but you're turning off. You're turning off your radios. Like that's
cheating.
yeah, bro. I don't even turn my Wi-Fi on, bro. My Wi-Fi is off.
Video eats battery. I mean, that is true. It does.
It
I
does.
can't deny that.
But like I told you guys, go on YouTube, look up how to set up beast mode on whatever phone you're going to do it on, and it'll tell you how to do it, and it'll help the battery life. Believe me, it will.
But this is the thing, though, man. Like on my iPhone 11 Pro Max, I can stream. I can watch YouTube videos all day, bro. I take it out of the charger from like 9:00 a.m. and I watch YouTube videos all the way till 11 o'clock at night, and my battery's still at 40%.
Carlos, how long have I had this 10s Max that you sent me?
For like 4 months, I think 3-4 months.
Do you know I've charged this phone to show you how amazing Apple's standby is? I haven't charged this phone 10 times, bro. It's been I've never turned it off. It's been on the whole time. I've probably charged it 10 times, bro.
Damn.
To show, I mean, I don't use it. It just sits here. It's on. I run the occasional speed test. Like a couple times a week, I run a speed test on Sprint. A couple times, like I test Sprint different time of the day, right? I'll test AT&T different time of the day. And then I put it down, bro. It's going to stay there. It's on like, I charged it today for 20 minutes, bro. And it went from 50% to 90%. You know, I put on one of those 29-watt chargers.
Yeah,
and
good.
And then how many days does it take before you got to charge it?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
That's
3 weeks.
Bad. That's not bad.
YouTube videos don't drain batteries.
That's true.
They do, depending if you watch them at
Tyler?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, man?
Hey, buddy.
Nothing much.
Now, YouTube videos do drain battery, but it all depends what you're watching on YouTube.
And that's why my backup Xperia Premium rocks 24-hour battery life. Sony phones do have good battery life. I cannot deny that.
I haven't seen a Sony in a minute.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, Verizon's coming out with a Sony phone here shortly, bro. By end of Q2. You know that, right? It's a 5G phone too.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, it's
Let's
like supposed
see
to be the Xperia 1, 2 or something like that. Some shit like that. Let's see here. Where is it? It's on their website too. Xperia Verizon.
Yeah, I heard about that phone, man.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
You know, if it comes in at like $700, that thing is gonna sell, man.
Hell yeah.
As long as it's cheaper than whatever Galaxy's doing with their S line. Their S line's starting at $1,000. You know, if OnePlus is gonna sell a phone with an 865 for $700, it's over, bro.
Yo, the A lines are doing really well.
Yeah, if you're trying to come in at a better price point,
Yeah.
that's good.
Those
stuff,
that don't have $1,000, 800 to 1,000.
Let's see, I'm trying to find that, dude. I remember just talking about this phone the other day.
What do they got? Like an A10e, they got like an A20, A51.
Yeah, they got A71, A70, A80. They got like so many A lines now.
And that just helps people get into galaxies without having to break the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, those are starter phones, pretty much. That's what they are, starter phones.
Yeah, but if you think about an A71, like that's a mid-ranger. That's going to be that'll be decent.
Yeah, the higher you go in the A line, the more premium is. Like they have the A90. I think they have like the A100 or something.
No, they don't have the 800 yet.
Yeah.
No, they got the A70, A90.
Yeah.
Damn. Let's see here. I mean, the A line is really taking over. That's for sure. It's really affordable, especially their 5G options. What is it? The A71.
Yeah, I think they got a few 5G options for the A line.
So that A line is interesting because you get the Samsung. Like, let's say it's the A71. If it's got the 765, or is it the G? That thing will be 5G compatible, man. So you don't have to spend $1,000 to get 5G if you've got it. Like, let's say you're in a market that has 5G. Sprint, whatever. They're compatible. They'll work, and you don't have to spend $1,000. You could probably spend $500-600, on a whatever it's going to be, the A71.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, bro, I heard that T-Skunk is coming out with a new video, bro.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that too. The commercial.
Who?
Yeah.
They're trying to make a commercial.
T-Skunk Mobile's trying to make a commercial.
So is that it? That's like the official name now?
I guess, bro. I don't know. There's so many. I don't know. There's the new Skunk Mobile.
I've seen about 4 or 5 skunks.
Yeah, I've seen at least 6 or 7.
I've seen 4 or 5 at least.
Yeah.
As
Sneed, we were having a lot of crazy people in the Twitter live earlier.
Yeah, bro. I missed all of it, fixing the MacBook.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Guess who we have in the house?
Who?
We have Mr. Caleb.
Yo,
what's going on,
hey, everybody.
Caleb, hey, man.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep. Of course, bro. Wait, you thought I was going to forget to send you the link, bro? I did for a second. But man,
bro, we're straight up Brady brunch like right now. Look at all these photos. Like,
Let me cancel
I know, right?
No, I was trying to explain to you about the low power on the Band 71. The reason why that is because if you have a bunch of phones that now support the Band 71, right?
all right.
Yeah.
And as you know, the higher capacity. Okay, so band 71 right now is strictly a coverage band. It's not a capacity band yet, and I'll explain why. So the reason why you have low power on the band 71 is because you have a whole bunch of users that have the T-Mobile phones, right? On the band 66, band 2, that's higher frequency. Higher frequency means more capacity. Okay, right? As you guys know, on the band 66 and on the band 2. They have those, at least a 4x4 MIMO set up. On the band 71, there's no, I believe it's only maybe 2x2, I think. I could be wrong. To transmit to receive, but they don't have no massive MIMO on that. So it's not like your band 71, you cannot support the amount of users.
Oh man.
If you jack up the power when trying to support like so many users, you're gonna crash your radio. Okay, that's why that's why they turn down the power, because they don't have the MIMO, they don't have the capacity to support that, right? Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you.
The problem isn't that the tech isn't there; they're not spending.
Well, yeah, no, I agree. I agree. With you.
The technology has been there for years.
Oh yeah, years, dude. I totally agree with you. I was just trying to explain why they have the power low, because one, they don't have the capacity. If you have the capacity and if you have MIMO, yeah, you sure can help to jack up the power. For example, when I was at Verizon, cell engineer for Verizon, on our AWS band, we went from 160 watts. Okay, get this, guys, 160 watts. But we upgraded to 4x4 MIMO. We went up to 280 watts.
Oh, so you almost doubled?
Yes, correct. When you add massive MIMO, that means you can do more transmit, more receive repairs, meaning you can jack up the transmit power.
Caleb, I got my hands on some upgrades and some new technology that Verizon has in the works.
Oh yeah,
They're literally about to kill the game, bro.
Oh, I'm sure. No,
like,
I'm sure.
Like when I tell you all these carriers doing whatever they want right now, it doesn't even matter, bro. Like I'm watching, I have the story right. Like I highlighted everything, bro. They are literally about to transmit over like what typically takes 2 gigabits. What was it? 400 gigabit per second line. They had to run them separately, right? We're talking about the fiber.
Yeah.
They can now do it over one single line. So
they
seeing that
they can do actually 800 gigabytes on one single line of fiber.
Bro, this is what I'm telling. So everybody's messing around with all this other nonsense, bro. You got Verizon playing chess. Everybody else is playing checkers, bro.
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you a question. If you bring the signal down, that'll cause your signal bars on your phone to keep you from having all the signal bars on your phone and having your phone work properly, right?
Okay, so when you bring the signal, let me explain something to you. When you bring the signal down on your radio from like, 40 dB, 40 watts to, 20, 25 or 30, right? You're reducing your footprint. You're reducing your RSRP, right? Which is your receive power. Okay.
Right.
Now, like I said, once T-Mobile spends the money, or I should say, if they spend the money,
$6 billion, bro. Come on, man.
That ain't going to cut it. You got to spend at least 12 to 15 billion.
I think all the money is going into John Letter's retirement for his raccoons. He's storing up like a huge amount of dead raccoons for his rabies shot.
Oh yeah, he's gonna need a lot of that, man.
You got Robert here saying that he only gets bands 2 and 4 at his house with T-Mobile. Like, what kind of shit is this, bro? Like this is crazy.
So let me tell you something, guys. When I was at Verizon, my area was Modesto, California. And that's Northern California was at Verizon, and I was one of the first markets to deploy Band 5 LTE.
Nice. When the refarm you're talking about from
correct. We had to shut down 10 megahertz on CDMA, right? So we left with like 5 megahertz on channel A, right? Okay. And I had to wait. We were behind. Let me tell you, I was behind in spectrum from AT&T. AT&T had more spectrum in the air. They had about 10 megahertz more on 700 than what Verizon did. But you know what? We still kicked their butt in rootmetrics because of density. We had way more towers. So we won rootmetrics. You don't believe me? Go look up the rootmetric scores from 2016 to 2019.
Hey, what up, Seabass?
Here's what's crazy, like what you're talking about. Verizon has band 2, 4. Let's just throw 66 as its own band, just for the sake of argument. And they got band 13. They just added band 5 in the last 2 years, and I can vouch for that because Verizon got slow when they first brought back unlimited in 2017, and then in the last year, it went from a little bit slower back to the glory days experience, and it changed the game because, bro, nobody was connecting to 3G. Everybody had already been transitioned to LTE. So why have 10 dedicated megahertz of band 5 on 3G?
Yeah, so let me tell you, density weighs, the whole saying like muscle weighs more than fat. Well, density weighs more than bandwidth. You have more towers to offload, capacity, right? We call those offload capacity towers. You put, 3, 5 towers in a given area. That definitely helps out the congestion. You may be constrained a little bit on your spectrum, but it sure as hell helps.
Yo, Caleb, I don't think I'm exaggerating. In Cleveland, I think Verizon has a tower every mile and a half.
Exactly. So when I was at Verizon, I had those. There was a month I had 10 towers. There was a month I had 20 towers. I used to be on the mod RF engineering team to where we did. Oh Jesus! I did about 15 to 30 mods a month. Now this is just carrier ads, netting carriers for the tower. Verizon just spends some money, dude. They call them Big Red, and they're in it to win it. They've been doing it for a long, long time.
Bro,
man.
You got like You got all these people that talk about 600 megahertz, the most far-reaching signal, and they got the power turned down, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And then-
saying? Like, look at this self-sabotage because
Of
they're
course.
willing to invest the money. They look like a laughing stock to anybody who understands how networks actually function, bro.
Now, if they
look at what
got
Josh is
that,
saying right here. He's saying that CBRS is getting 500 megabits per second on. He saw a post on Reddit for Verizon.
Wow.
Like
that's
that's
what I'm
insane.
saying. Why would T-Mobile bring the bandwidth down?
It's
The
like
strength. Why would they bring it down?
bro?
It's not the bandwidth. It's the actual transmit radio power on the RH and the remote radio.
Okay, so why are they doing that to hurt themselves? Why are they keeping it down
Because
that low?
if you think about it, let me explain something what a broken sector is. A broken sector is when you overload a sector with too many users, you start having what's called call failure rate, data failure rates.
Okay, I know what
like
that is. Yeah.
Okay, that's just think about you. Let me give you. We use this example a lot in wireless, to where you're driving on a highway, right? You don't have enough highway space. You have a shit ton of cars, trying to get to a certain destination. There's not enough lanes on the highway, bro. It's the same thing. You
Actually, let me correct you about the highway thing, but your analogy's right.
Yeah.
What causes traffic jams and what causes highway backups isn't that there's not enough lanes. It's the fact that the traffic is not moving in a smooth, uniform fashion.
At a certain speed.
All the timing was correct. You didn't bottleneck. You'd be cool, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But like people are texting and they're just hanging around at red lights.
And they're hanging around accidents. Whenever there's an accident, they're looking at the scene.
Caleb, they added 2 lanes to a freeway in Cleveland. The traffic got worse.
Dude, I know.
Hey, that's what happened in Vegas, bro. They added on the I-15. They added 2 lanes, bro, and an HOV, and it got worse.
So Verizon doesn't have all the highways yet, and still their network is the best, right?
Hold on, I gotta put my headphones in.
That's a good analogy you use, though, Snake, because they did that here in Vegas, bro, and they went Garbini.
Bro, think about it. Who's got the portfolio of Spectrum? It's AT&T, and nobody's even close.
Yeah.
Specify me again?
Not better.
Because AT&T has so much spectrum, bro. They're catching up.
And the
But
difference
Verizon has a solid network.
100.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. Verizon has a solid network, bro. No matter where you go, bro. I've been,
see.
I've been in the middle of a damn Mojave Desert, bro. 170 miles to my next exit, bro. I still fucking have service.
I've been as far as 10 miles out in the ocean from the coast of Florida. 10 miles with a cell phone, seriously, and it's worked. I went under that. I went under that. They have a tunnel that goes into Virginia to Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah, the Chesapeake Bay.
Okay, that thing's 100 feet, 110 feet underwater. I had a Verizon cell phone with me, and I could make calls out.
Yup, it's 110 feet under the ocean, bro. No.
Yeah, and I was under the water, exactly 110 feet underwater. I placed a call and it went out.
Yup, Verizon.
Yo, in my area, they got Verizon nodes every mile here.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, Verizon. I don't take it away from them. They're doing their job, but the thing is, AT&T, like Sneed said, they got a lot of spectrum. There's a lot of spectrum out there, and what's going to happen is, sooner or later, if Verizon starts basically not doing what they have to do, continue doing their job the way they're doing it right now, AT&T is going to surpass them. Honestly, it's going to take them a while to catch up to AT&T.
They have the potential to pass them, but they've never. Their mobility has never gone all out. Like Verizon only cares about their wireless network. Like Fios is cool, but they're only in some markets. Their wireless network is in Boise, Idaho. It's in Montana. It's in the Dakotas. You know what I'm saying? Like
where no other companies are at.
Yeah.
Bro, like what Timothy Bell was saying, bro, that 2 and 4 is normal for T-Mobile metropolitan areas, but rural America only does band 2 in the Carolinas, let's say.
Yeah, they got band 2 over here, yeah.
Why are they doing that? Where's their 71? Where's their 12?
So the reason why they the only reason why, if they do have the market license for 71 and it's not deployed yet, the only reason we usually go by on a needs basis first, meaning if you have a lot of customers that really need to use a site, we'll deploy a capacity band like this band 2 or band 66 just to help out. That's why.
Bro,
And there's a lot of
Caleb.
microcells over here, Caleb. Tons of those little buckets hanging on those power lines, bro.
Hell yeah, we got that here too.
yeah.
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 Hey Caleb, here's a good one for you to answer, bro. Since you're more
Sure.
on the tech side on this, do you do more antennas per sector equate to better performance? Which
So it's a combination of not just the amount of antennas, the amount of carriers. Okay, it's the actual I've had antennas to where we couldn't, we weren't able to spend the money to get like an 8-port antenna. We had to use like a 4 or a 6-port antenna.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of having, the equipment that you need to do. We called it a RF link budget. If you go ahead and look up what an RF link budget is, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of factors. It's not just, believe me, it's not just the antennas. It's also your rad center. Your rad center is basically the height of the equipment on the antenna, right? So your rad center, I was kind of pissed at when I was at Verizon. We had to move tower locations. We had a colo with AT&T. We had to move a tower location across the street because due to tower weight limits, right? And then this damn township wouldn't let us build the height of tower what we needed. We needed at least 120 foot, and we ended up getting 65 feet.
You know what's hurt? You know what's hurt Sprint the last couple of years? I'd say about the last 2 or 3 years. Red tape, bro. Like cities and municipalities not really letting them. Like Verizon already has their towers up. AT&T already has their towers up. The city's like, yeah, that's enough, no more. But like Sprint's like, yo, we're ready to make service better here, and you guys are giving us a hassle.
Yeah, it's for Verizon. It's a lot easier to get a tower approved. So like when you get a tower approved, you have to go through site acquisition. You have to go through zoning and planning. You have to go through your landlord. Who's gonna a whole bunch of crap. So it's just a lot of work. Yeah, it takes around 3 to 6 months.
But you notice a lot of the cell phone companies now are trying to, let's say, move away from municipalities. They're going to private landowners. Okay, they're telling them
doesn't matter though. They still need clearance.
It does. No, it does matter. No, it does matter because the landowner can go, and it's happened up here in North Carolina. Can go and say, let's say AT&T tells this landowner, I want to build a tower in your backyard. Okay, and this land belongs to this owner. This owner can say, sure, no problem. They'll get a permit, okay? Just a permit to be able to build that tower. There's nothing the city, the county, or the state can do to prevent that person from allowing that carrier to build that tower there. The only people that can prevent that tower from coming up are the people that are living in the neighborhood and filing complaints and going to court against that owner that owns that land. That's it. But if nobody goes against that owner, you know what? That owner's got a tower in his backyard. It looks like crap. It's the worst piece of thing that you can find out there. But you know what? The landowner is making money off of that carrier to keep that tower there.
So when we go, what we call search rings, we call it a search ring. So we'll plot candidate A here, candidate B here for a tower. Uh-huh. When we do that, when we go to the landlord, they have to, if for the zoning and committee meetings, they actually have to send a letter, to a certain about 15, 20 mile radius to say, hey, we're putting a cell phone tower here. And, a lot of city councils and stuff, they try to sue and stuff, but they never really win.
Caleb, is this true right here, what Ronald is saying on the screen?
Yeah.
16 QAM.
Is that real life?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, I was gonna say, bro, we're doing 256 right now.
So
aren't we?
Yes, try 256 QAM. Yeah. So
Okay.
QAM is your quantitative amplitude modulation, right? That's basically how your signal will modulate to your phone. You're more bits to the byte, right, for your phone. We're at 256 right now. Yes.
So what do you guys? So basically, Caleb, on band 71, since now basically you're in charge of, and basically your engineers are in charge of that band now. Since you guys on the Sprint side are helping the T-Mobile side get this massive MIMO down, so you guys are going to convert band 71 for sure into massive MIMO.
Yeah, but at what rate, bro? At what rate?
Yeah.
At what rate? Meaning what? I mean, like build rate.
How fast?
Build rate.
Don't you have to climb a tower and start modifying equipment?
So when we do this, we're just going to do it in certain, like, for example, let's take LA for a market. We can't do the whole market, but we can do, like, maybe we have to be careful about service interruption. So we may do maybe about 2 to 5 towers per month,
right.
But we'll do that in multiple markets. It's not just going to be in LA. So that's how we do it. That's how you do mods. You do 2 or 5 towers a month per little, given area. That's all. Now when we submit these, we'll submit probably a good 2 to 500, about 2 to 500. So we have to meet our numbers too. We say, hey, this mod got approved, or or this mod got held up in construction, or this mod got held up in real estate, right? So we have to hit our numbers too. We can't just fluff around. So
out of those 500 that you basically submit, how many of those do you usually get?
About high 90%, about 92, 95.
People are generally very open to getting tower sites upgraded.
And I'll tell you why. Because the landlords get more money.
That's what I was saying.
Oh yeah,
that's what I was saying.
I'll shit you not. I'll tell you a story. I had this guy. He'd been begging me for ever since I started at Verizon to upgrade his freaking tower. I'm like, all right, dude. The request is in. Because it takes a lot of months to go. Yeah. It takes time, and when we got his tower upgraded, he took me out to a $250 steak dinner.
Oh, good God!
Wow.
What did you guys do at his site?
So for Verizon, he only had 700. He had AWS. We upgraded his tower with band 2 PCS and band 5 850.
That got fast, bro.
Wow. Nice. So you guys stacked it.
Yeah, he's a happy camper, and he's an old man, and he came out every time I was there to do some maintenance work on some. And
Carlos be doing that over there in Vegas too, bro. He'd be asking the guys questions like, "Yo, man, who you work for, bro? What are you doing? Tell me about this upgrade."
Hell yeah.
So Brian's asking, what's the take on the R71 problem? Basically, it needs to have MIMO, massive MIMO. That's it. You're not going to have that much. You're not going to have, for example, if you have massive MIMO on band 66. That's way more capacity than having massive MIMO on a band, on a band 71. So it just needs massive MIMO.
Caleb, can you keep it real for me, real quick, and then
sure.
I'm actually gonna mute myself because I talk too much. But can you? I just need you to be honest about this.
Yeah.
True or false? Fact or fiction?
Sure.
T-Mobile is so far behind in their low band that it's not even halfway done, and all the other carriers are already moving on, bro.
That's true. I could tell you they have not densified, not nearly as much as they should be.
Okay.
I remember. So when it first came out in Northern California, I drove 8 hours to almost up to Oregon area to track how many sites. It's because they came out with a list of cities. Hey, in this city, this area has got band 71. I'm like, fine, I'll drive. I was so excited. I printed off the list. And took my Pixel 3 and drove up 8 hours to see how many towers they had, and they only had three towers. That's it in a given area that I drove to. But I was able to see Band 71 on my phone for the first time, and I screenshotted it. I made calls on it, and just that fact made me happy. I mean, it did.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I just don't get why T-Mobile doesn't spend the actual money. Like why are they not spending 12, 15 billion?
Bro, their customers literally go to war for them. And their customers look foolish because they go to war for them, but the carrier is not doing enough back for them on the network side, bro.
Exactly.
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot here. I'm going to continue from what Sneed started. The first question he asked you that you answered. How far behind, in your personal opinion, not professional opinion, because I don't want to get you in trouble. How far behind is T-Mobile from these other companies right now? Let the people know out there, more or less. How far behind? How many years?
About 3 to 5. About
3 to 5 years. So 3 to 5 years. So we're talking about right now. Years. Okay, so we're talking AT&T and let's say the Big Red. They move on.
Oh yeah, they will.
Okay, I know, but I'm trying to get at is they move on. Do you think that T-Mobile at any point will be able to catch up with these two other companies?
$6 billion a year, bro.
No. Let's give them the best case scenario. They spend a little more, but for right now, how many years do you think they're going to end up backing up?
So here's the thing. I think it's a combination of two things. The first thing is network spending. The second thing is customer service. They got the customer service down good.
I don't know about that.
I think they do, bro. I think they do.
Do 5 million, whatever customers, like,
every year.
I can tell you right now, dude, Verizon, AT&T ain't doing that shit.
Nope.
So
Verizon added 778,000.
That's right.
And that was the best. That was their best year in 5 years.
That's right. So it takes number one, customer service. Okay, let me explain something. This will make sense.
Okay.
So they say that Spectrum is the lifeblood of wireless. Verizon, AT&T say that. That's only halfway true.
Okay.
Customers are the lifeblood of wireless.
Yeah,
I'll tell you why. Just think about it. If you have the more customers you have, that's why do you think that forces AT&T and Verizon to build out so much? They need to. They got to support the customers. It's common sense. It's like
it's crazy. You're so right, Caleb. If you think about it, Verizon has lost market share to T-Mobile over the last handful of years, and Verizon's network has never been stronger.
Yeah, I mean, it's like going to McDonald's and you got like 100 people in line. Well, what are you going to do? Just make them stand there? No, you got to serve burgers.
Yeah.
Okay, so I understand you're answering that question, but to finalize the question, you said 3 to 5 years. My final question to you is: will they ever be able to catch up?
Well, if John Ledger wants to give up his raccoons, then yes.
Okay, so pretty much the answer to that question more than likely is a no.
God. Well, I don't know what Mike Sievert's going to do.
Yeah.
He could say, John Legere, you suck at network deployment. He may just look what I can do and just take all his raccoons with him and shoot them. I don't
Caleb, did you see my recent? Do you follow me on Twitter, Caleb?
I did add you. I did follow you, but I haven't looked at your post lately.
Okay, this is exactly what I said, and Carlos, you've seen it.
I know you've been tweeting the CEOs. I know you've been tweeting them.
I tweeted Mike Sievert and John, and I said, John, you didn't finish. I know you're going to get your board position. Let's see if you can somehow enable Mike to finish. Because I don't know what kept John from doing it. I don't know if it was the board. They weren't believing in him, or they didn't believe in T-Mobile. I don't know. But they've got 86 million subscribers now. They added 50 million in 7 years, bro.
Wow. Yeah, I can shed a little bit of light on that. So you only have for a CEO, you have, to me, in my opinion, two types of CEO. You either have a CEO that's really good at business and marketing, or You have more of like a scientific type CEO, though what Dan Hesse was, like you invest in the network, you explore new technologies and crap like that. I can tell you,
Hesse failed though, bro.
Of course he failed because he wasn't business smart. He wasn't business smart, right? So that's what I'm saying. You one or the other.
Yeah.
Maybe what I'm saying is we know Mike Sievert's very smart. Okay, all those on carrier moves, he did all of that, dude. It wasn't John Legend,
I gotta ask you, bro. Do you believe that? Because that's what the
hell
CEO
yeah.
of Deutsche Telekom said.
Yes,
that's
of course.
Putting the rumor
And
around.
you know what? He's the one that does all the merger negotiations with Sprint. All the the muscle flexing and flight. Yeah, it's not John Ledger. All John Ledger does is he's a mascot.
Noisy.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's just noisy and that's it.
I mean, I downloaded his cookbook and he's helping me eat healthier, but that's about it.
Yo, did anyone see the tweet from Neville Ray about the new CTO of T-Mobile?
Who is it?
I can't pronounce his name, but it's they got a new CTO.
Okay.
Oh
Wait,
yeah, no, I know his. I read about that. I can't remember his name, but he got promoted from the VP to now the CTO. I trust him. I think he's going to do a good job.
I don't know if that's going to make a difference.
I think it will. I trust him. I do. I really do.
Look, Caleb. Now, if T-Mobile, let's say, you know how Mike's taking over in April. All right, so he says, all right, we're gonna screw what John said about spending $9 billion for the rest of this year. Let's bump it up. Let's put on our part. We're gonna put $13 billion. Sprint, we need you to put at least $4 on your end. So okay, let's say they get it up to $17 billion. Do you think you can at least get the rest of Band 71 deployed with $17 billion, or at least close to? And let's say within the rest of this year. If you had the money to do it, if they were giving you guys $17 billion right now.
My Wi-Fi went out. Can you repeat what you just said? I'm sorry. Can you still hear me?
What I'm saying is, let's say if they gave you $17 billion to spend on the network right now to roll out the rest of Band 71, if they approved it, would you network engineer guys would be able to deploy it out at the same time integrating the networks together?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But the thing is, that you have to keep in mind is where RF gets a certain budget for the year. Service assurance, which they're the guys that repair the site, they get a certain budget a year. Marketing gets a certain budget a year, right? So it depends on how much they allocate to network. I hope to God that they put most of their money into the network because they need it. But let's just see what Mike comes up with. I'm really going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's smart. He's probably thinking, oh God, John's such an idiot because all he does is makes funny commercials when he could be spending that money on the network. That's probably, I hope that's what he's thinking. But
yeah, but he's always worked for John. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been able to say to John, John says, okay, Mike, make it happen. That's what John does. You know what I'm saying? So John has to approve it. If Mike has an idea, John has to say, okay.
Yeah.
And then John can say no.
Yeah. I hope, I think with Mike being CEO, I think it's going to be a good thing. I think he's going to, I just have a feeling that he's going to invest what he needs to do. It may be not as much at first, maybe only $9 billion, first, but I think as time goes on, as the years go on, I think we could see up to 15, 16, 17. I really believe that. I'm really pulling for because if he doesn't do it, I won't be happy as an RF engineer.
But this is the thing, though. Let's say they do bump it up, but you got here Verizon, you got AT&T, you got Verizon spending 17, 18.
Bro, Verizon can't do anything with 5G right now, bro. Now is the time. The new T-Mobile has 2.5. Now, right now, it doesn't need anything except money.
That's it. Yep.
Verizon can't do anything until C-band, which is 2021, like mid-year.
I mean, guys, it just goes back to the thing I mentioned earlier. The two big things in a carrier is network spending, customer service. That's it. Those are the two magic ingredients. It's not like you're making like a fun, it's not like you're making like a tiramisu.
Service customer service at Verizon is a horrendous experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been awful for like 3 decades, since the 90s.
Yeah, it's just they spend all their money on the network, but the customers, it's like they're getting a Corvette every single time they visit the cell site.
Can we do a timeline of T-Mobile?
Yeah.
Okay, 2012, they merge with Metro PCS.
Wait. Are you going back to voice stream or no?
Yes. No, I don't want to
No.
go back to voice stream. I want to go back to 2012. Okay, 2012, Metro PCS merger. T-Mobile goes from 20 million to 30 million customers. Right there. John becomes CEO right around there.
Yeah.
Failed AT&T merger right after that, right? Or right before that. All this stuff was happening around that time. 7-year roaming agreement between T-Mobile and AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me why they decided to invest in low band in 2016 when Verizon and AT&T were already deploying AWS and getting advanced LTE? They had just bought 600 megahertz and they didn't start deploying it till the end of 2017. I mean, for you to say they're 3 to 5 years behind is not an exaggeration. They were roaming so long on AT&T, on HSPA and all that other nonsense. Bro, it's their own. That's John's fault at the end of the day. I don't care what anybody says, bro. He milked AT&T for 7 years and didn't do his own thing soon enough. And that's why they're in the position today.
I think
I totally agree.
Yeah, I think he spent more time, and I think you guys can agree with this. He spent more time making fun of AT&T and Verizon building out the network.
Bro, it's
Right.
fun. How you gonna make fun of the company that gave you a floaty and kept you afloat, bro? They had no network, bro. They gave them floaties.
Skunk floaties.
Yeah, he was too busy calling AT&T and Verizon Dumb and Dumber.
And that's the thing, you know, like you can't just sit here and clown people, bro. You got to put your money where your mouth is. That's what, at the end of the day, that's what it all comes down to, bro. I'm paying my bill every month. I know everybody on here is paying their bill every month. When you pay that bill every month, you want that money being used to make the network better, or at least your experience better.
Highlight the next statement from Cash Games. Go ahead, Caleb. Address that, please.
Can we address that?
Can't do
Right.
They're saying you cannot do massive MIMO on low band 71.
You sure can. You got the spectrum. All you gotta do is put up the radio unit. You think about it, you got 20 to 40 megahertz of that crap. Sure you can.
Well, T-Mobile has in certain markets 40 megahertz. Like here in Las Vegas, bro,
Exactly.
we got 40 megahertz.
Yeah, but it's 20 by 20. You can't
20
put
by
40
20.
to download.
No, I know. So you got 20 and 20. So you got total of 40.
Yeah, you can. So, I mean, think about this, guys. AT&T's doing the massive MIMO on their 700, their NR, right?
Yeah,
They got the same exact spectrum bandwidth holdings as what T-Mobile does on their band 71.
Sure do.
So I'm Cash Games. I'm not sure why you think that, but I'd like to know your opinion on that.
Maybe somebody told him that. I don't know.
Like he's saying, why do you think AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon use 4x2 versus 4x4 on 600, 700, and 850?
Why do you think What?
Basically,
me
why are the companies using low band 4x2 MIMO, 4x2 versus 4x4 MIMO on low band? Basically,
Again, that comes down to spending.
Right.
Yeah, cost.
Think about it. I was at a couple of my sites when I was at Verizon. I was pissed because they couldn't upgrade the antennas to 8-port antennas, what I needed to do 8x8 MIMO. But whatever. So.
and also low band cannot be carrier aggregated together.
That's not true because you can aggregate your 600 and your 700.
But Carlos, we've aggregated that.
Yeah.
We've seen that on your phone when we were
Yeah,
looking at the.
I forced aggregated it. Yeah, I forced
Yeah,
aggregated
so-
by 12 and 71.
So all your aggregation is just you're combining your carriers, right? Now, when you add massive MIMO, that's going to be a lot more easier to do. It will be. So that comes down to network spending.
And then you got here, Seabass is saying AT&T here uses 2x2 MIMO on low band where he's at.
Okay.
up in the Jersey area,
Yeah. Yep.
and
Maybe.
4x4 on mid band.
That's correct. Yeah. See,
So
Okay,
me
this is a good
personally,
one right here. This is a good one for you, Caleb. How much more range do you get on band 71 when you add massive MIMO to that?
Like
bad boy?
going from like 2x2 to 4x4?
No, massive MIMO 64.
no, I mean
64.
he's using 64. But like I said, they're gonna probably do it like on split mode, 32 by 32. But like I said, the range you're basically gonna double, triple the range, and the reason why that happens is because when you do the massive MIMO, think about it. You have to serve more UEs, more user equipment, more customers, right?
Mhm.
That means
Yeah.
you're going to have more transfer and receive paths, right? That means you have to jack up the power again,
Right.
double the power on your remote radio unit to serve more customers. So it's going to be double, triple the range, depending on the configuration. That's how that works. Think about, you serve more customers in a grocery store. You get a bigger cart. It's the same thing. You bigger, wider cart.
So pretty much what it's being said here, it's depending on how much money the company has is how far you're going to go. Pretty much, that's it.
That's
It has
pretty
to do
much
with
it.
money.
I mean,
Yeah.
it has to do with money. They're expending budgets. That's why Verizon was able to densify so much because they
Yeah,
spent
I mean,
so much.
the materials out there, the materials, let's say per se, sitting on the ground, waiting to get picked up, be put up, but the company doesn't have the money to be able to do it.
Does anyone think that Mike Sievert's actually going to force T-Mobile's engineering team to spend more?
Yes, I think they will, but by that time it'll be too late. The other two companies will be so far up ahead.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is that T-Mobile?
Caleb,
Yeah.
can you explain this one? Because Sneed is 0.5 miles away from the T-Mobile tower.
I'm 1.3 miles.
And,
Yes,
or 0.3. Sorry.
That's simple. That's power.
No, that's not power. Sneed could be. I think Sneed, you might be in between sectors, so we call that the null area, right? The null area.
Why am I in no man's land, bro?
Because your azimuth has to do with 360 degrees. Usually your alpha sector goes from like 0 to 90. Your beta is anywhere from 0 to 180. Your gamma, which is your third sector, is 0. Can go all the way up to 290. So it's just the degrees of azimuth that they want to have on their tower to provide footprint to a certain area. So I think Sneed, where his house is, he's between the sectors. It's like being in between two. I'm trying to think of an analogy here, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't have. It's horrible, bro.
You're in between the sectors of coverage to where you're not getting any signal from either sector. You see what I'm saying?
Pretty much what they would call the neutral zone. You're in the middle of nowhere. Neutral zone.
I can't do anything, bro. No cellular network available, bro.
I've believe me, I've had customers complain about that. I mean, antennas, they only go up and down, they don't go sideways.
See,
back and
this is
forth.
weird. I'm like the same thing. I just had 1 bar and now I'm having 4 bars. Like my bars go from 1 to 4 to 5 back to 1, and I got a tower like 1 mile from me.
So what you guys can do, if you guys want to do this, Carlos, anybody on here, you can plot azimuth, right? You take your due north, you take a compass, you do due north, you walk around, right, the tower to get your bearing, right? You just get your azimuth of the sectors, okay? And that's your bearing for each sector. So,
Okay.
it's just like, you're hiking through the woods, except you're hiking through a tower.
Tower signal, yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Bro.
Yes, Need, because you said that right there where you're at right now, you don't get no signal, but yet you step outside, you go about a block away, and you get a signal.
If I go to the end of my street, which is not even like, I don't know, it's probably 1,000 feet.
But about half a block. Okay.
If I go down about like 2 blocks, maybe, I don't know, block and a half, 2 blocks, I can get 60 megabits per second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're in between the 2 sectors of coverage. So if you go a block west, a couple blocks west, or a couple blocks east, buddy, that's how it is.
Yeah, the tower site's probably about. I mean, it's pretty tall, but it's not like the tallest ones I've seen. It's
so if you guys want to Google, just as a learning or whatever, Google tower, cell tower azimuth. It's going to tell you, and then you can also Google what's called half power beam width, right? Half power beam width is about as a 3 dB, right? So little things you can do to, instead of just looking at speed test or, Signal Check Pro, you can actually plot out, hey, my alpha sector's at, 30 degrees, or my beta sector's at 165 and my gamma sector
does it though.
All right, then my question is there anything he can do to his phone to make the service better?
No.
I
tried they tried to send me some box.
Not when he's in the null area.
They tried to send me. Yeah, they tried to send me that box, Cesar. The one with you put the one at the window, you put the other one on the other side of the house, and all.
Yeah.
Well, that's all a bunch of that stuff is.
So your antennas can only we call you can also look up this as well. It's called EDT. It's electrical down tilt. Okay, so electrical down tilt is meaning you're changing the antenna phase array of your your antenna wavelength pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it goes usually from 0 to 10 degrees. So that just changes, for up and down. Am I trying to get over a hill, or am I trying to get over this building, or am I trying to serve people way down close to me in front of a cell phone store? We always have to optimize that with what we call RETs. RETs are basically cables that we use to move the antenna various degrees. So
now, why? Now this is a question from Joshua, Caleb. Why didn't they start off with massive MIMO then?
Yeah, no, you're exactly right.
Cheap.
T-Mobile should have started off when they deployed their Band 71. They could have did the same damn thing that Sprint did. Actually, Sprint didn't start off with massive MIMO. We upgraded to it, but there's no reason that T-Mobile couldn't have started with massive MIMO. They could have built
cheap.
It out.
I bet you the equipment was 20% more, and they're like, to hell with it.
It's actually almost about 40% more. So.
Okay, bro, but that's worth it. That future proofs your network.
Yeah,
bro.
So I heard John Ledger. His next move. He's gonna join the board of PETA for the Raccoons.
Oh my God!
There you go, bro. There you go, Caleb. I'm doing this one for the T-Mobile fans, right here. Bro.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's gonna join the board of PETA and have his little raccoon babies and just laugh. What he's gonna do?
Everything was cool on T-Mobile until they hit like 75 million subscribers, bro, and markets starting to get congested, and their equipment wasn't holding up. And it's hilarious because at that time, John was talking about how our network is newer and it has more capacity. Verizon's old school. Bro, Verizon is not old school. They upgrade their stuff all the time and all at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Like Neville's playing, these little segments, these little pieces. Yeah, let's do a little here. Let's do a little there. Nah, Verizon's like, we're doing all this simultaneously. We ain't playing games, bro.
When they climb the tower, they're climbing the tower and they're hitting it all. They're black. Dude, here in Vegas, Caleb, then Sneed and Cesar, they hit it up so hard, dude. All the whole central side and south side of
Vegas. No, you don't have to tell them about Verizon. I know.
Really congested.
So I got
between 120 to 350 megabits, dude, on the down, bro. Pings of like 15, 16 millisecond pings, bro.
So LTE. I got a funny story. I got a really funny story for you guys. This is actually a colo tower to where we had Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, right? And I was doing some maintenance work on CDMA, and we had all our 4x4 MIMO already done, right? And this is fast forward a year, almost 2 years later, and the T-Mobile, the tower crew was out there for T-Mobile. I said, "Oh, you guys put in your 4x4 MIMO on your band 4, huh?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, "Oh, I just got that done like 2 years ago." And I also said, I said, I will pay you, $5 if you screw up your RF cabling on there so your tower sucks, and then I can just beat you at root metrics.
Bro, like This is the thing though. They're playing too many damn games, bro. You can't be spending that little money and make it happen. You got all
Yeah.
now. You got all this. You got 300 megahertz of bandwidth. What? How the hell are you guys gonna make this shit happen if the spending is not right? This is the thing. You guys want to like T-Mobile wants to become number one. They're talking all this. Deutsche Telekom put out this next press conference saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be number one. We're gonna beat Verizon and AT&T. This and that." Dude saying that they're gonna be the first of true 5G. This and that. But how? If you can't even put the right money on the network, and you got these customers that are not willing to spend the money on the monthly plans because they're so damn cheap.
I dogged Sprint for not building out Band 41 faster and better. I dog Dish for hoarding spectrum for the last decade. I'm about to start dogging T-Mobile if I don't see Band 41 out within the next year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah,
But Sneed, though, this is the thing, Sneed. No matter what, they can have the band, they can try to deploy whatever. But if the customers are not willing to pay a little more to give them more money to budget out, there's no point in it.
But
bro.
they did kind of raise
damn cheap.
But they did kind of raise pricing though.
Yeah. Hold on. Like so T-Mobile, they're in their new T-Mobile website, they said what $40 billion
Yeah.
they're gonna spend, right?
Right.
So if
In
you
3
can
years.
cut in 3 years, right? So what's 40 divided by 3 is what?
They're spending about 13 million a year. Or 13 billion a year.
Supposedly.
Right, 13, right? So let's say I'm telling you, I think Mike can do it. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt to spend that 13 billion. I think it could happen.
But that's the thing though, Caleb. While they're spending 13 in 2 years, that's 26, bro. Verizon is 36, AT&T is 50.
Yep.
Yeah, but what they need to do is they need to get Sprint and have Sprint bring in another $5 billion and combine it.
AT&T, and this is
good luck with that.
AT&T. Excuse my language, guys, because I really don't care because we're not monetizing anything. But AT&T is not giving a fuck right now, bro. Like they're stacking those fucking towers up. Like I've been seeing it out here, bro, where they're making monopoles, bro, that were only 50 footers, and they're turning them to 150, bro. They're stacking on top of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that too.
Blowing them up, and it's
Bro,
like
when I left
tower.
Yeah, when I left Verizon, AT&T was putting up, get this, they're making almost every hub a C-RAN hub and putting Band 14 on every fucking site.
So they are doing the single climb, where they're upgrading everything. They go up and they change it all.
Yep, they do. I'm like, wow. I'm like, well, good thing I want to be,
Bro, have you ever?
All right, gentlemen, look, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good night. It's getting a little late.
All right,
Peace. Y'all have a good one.
See you, buddy.
Thanks for the info.
Yeah. Hey, Caleb, I was gonna have you ever seen Transformers 3?
Little snippets, here and there. I'm not a fan of Optimus Prime.
Rain in Vegas, baby.
But have you ever there was these pillars that were in the movie, and they're like crazy looking, like they control a space bridge. Frickin' AT&T's towers look like frickin' those space bridge elements, bro. They're frickin' crazy. There's these huge panels all over the place, man. And then when I speed test them, I get like 300 megabits per second.
Yeah, and not just that, but I will tell you guys this: for a new build, especially for colos, this is the rule. Yeah. AT&T and Verizon are always there first. They always put their antennas on top. It's always the top, and then Sprint T-Mobile at the bottom. Why is that? It's because one, they follow the applications first, and two, they get the rads on the tower height first. Not just that. Not just also on just their straight up new builds, they always get the height needed versus what Sprint and T-Mobile has always.
Caleb, I wanted to ask you this, bro, because my network engineer buddy told me some stuff, and honestly, I know you're the man for it, especially that you worked a lot with Verizon. Okay, so rumors are, and Sneed has verified some of these rumors too a little bit, but we don't have full concrete evidence, but it's been out in the wind. We're talking about the reason why Verizon has been deployed Band 5 so rapidly, and same with AT&T is because they're talking about extended LTE agreements in areas where each other of the like, let's say where Verizon doesn't have service but AT&T doesn't, or AT&T doesn't have service but Verizon does, so they can help each other on extended LTE agreements and give each other some money for that on top. Let them roam on each other basically on
Look,
extended LTE
we don't really want to believe it, and here's why. In
I
the
hope you
U.S., because every carrier distinguishes themselves by their network. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, it's not like in China where there's 3 major carriers and they all are in cahoots and have access to each other's stuff. But here AT&T says we got the best. Here Verizon says we got the best. T-Mobile, no, we've got the most of the availability of 600 meg. Like, they all just, so we don't really want to believe it because it's against the principle of the U.S. wireless. But like, we've seen weird connections to certain phones when Carlos has been driving through the desert. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Bro.
hoping. So Verizon has their 850 low band on 5G.
Yeah.
So does AT&T, right? I'm hoping. I really hope this happens. I hope the 3 of them, strike up a roaming agreement with their low band spectrum. I'm both on 850 and on 600 megahertz. I would support that. I would love that,
Me
dude.
too.
As a customer,
Me
I would love the hell out of it.
Caleb,
Yeah.
I've witnessed this, bro. I had Sneed on the phone. I called Sneed while it was on extended LTE roaming. I was on my Verizon phone.
This was what, like 2-3 months ago?
No, bro. This was the beginning of January, so it was
Okay,
pretty
so a
recent.
month. Okay.
Okay, so it went. So basically, my Verizon phone said AT&T
Right.
on there. It said extended, and then when I looked on Cell Mapper, it said AT&T, and it was on band 5.
So let me. What's Verizon in your area or no?
Verizon was dead. That's the part where Verizon would die for like 5 miles, no service.
That's the thing. So on certain areas and certain markets, certain areas they'll
And I
have.
got told that right now in that stretch, well, my engineer buddy was telling me right now in that stretch, they're doing test trials. There's certain markets right now where they're doing test trials on extended LTE between each other.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
and that's why they've been heavily rolling out band 5 on Verizon. Now, I
caught wind of this. I caught wind of this in October, and I said it, and people dogged me, and I said, "Look, I'm hearing from a couple people I trust that it's in testing phase and it's happening."
Yes.
And then independently, Carlos said it to me without me even bringing it up, and that's when I knew that there's something there, bro.
No, it is in testing phases, and that's why your phone will pick up that P11 ID and that TAC, right? The tracking area code that says, "Hey, oh shit, I'm on I'm on AT&T."
Bro, you know who called me a liar, bro? A guy who says he's on the inside of AT&T called me a liar, and I said, "You know what? We'll see, bro. We'll see."
I hope they strike up that roaming agreement, because once they get my Pixel 5, and if they do that roaming agreement, dude,
Hey, Caleb, you're a Pixel dude, bro?
Well, did you on RFK's stream? I told him how to have the perfect phone. Did you listen to that?
How to have the perfect phone?
How to have the perfect phone. Do you want to tell you?
Go ahead, bro.
All right, Carlos is gonna love this. I think Carlos heard this. I'm not sure, but
what's up?
So basically, why I want the Pixel 5 so bad is because the X55 modem has all the frequency bands, right? So basically, I'm gonna have my my heavily discounted T-Mobile line, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my AT&T Wing on my eSIM. All right.
Is that what you're doing right now?
Well, I have Wing Mobile right now.
What up, Dan?
Okay.
But once I get my Pixel 5, I'm gonna have my AT&T Wing Mobile on eSIMs, Verizon. I'm sorry, my T-Mobile on a physical SIM. And so basically, you have that phone, the Pixel 5 supports what's called DSDA. Dual SIM dual.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
It also supports the Google Dual Connect technology. That's separate to where you have 2 active data sessions at the same time, right? So basically, I use Google Voice. I use Google Voice for personal voice focus phone number. So I just route those 2 numbers straight to the Google Voice line, right? And just do my VoLTE and data connections through there. And so basically, I'm gonna have like 16 radio bands going to my phone, bro. And I'm never gonna lose service again. I'm only gonna pay like about $40 for it.
Wow.
Cool, huh?
Bro,
Yeah.
Yo, do you know if the Pixel 4a is gonna have that coming up?
the Pixel 4a already does have the DSDA, but the issue with the Pixel 4 is they don't have low band 5G capabilities. The Pixel 5 will. So that's what I'm waiting on. And like I said, if they strike up a roaming agreement, then I'll have roaming on all the carriers on low band 5G. And
Hey, Caleb, I gotta ask you, bro, because I've recognized you and your name like on my channel for a while. How long have you been watching my channel?
Oh, I want to say probably about, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 months, I think.
Okay.
And I can't, I told Ricky this, I'm going to tell you this. Sprint, dude, as a Sprint employee, you have so many security restrictions. The fact that since you guys are talking so, heavily about, the networks and how T-Mobile I can't even take my laptop outside of the U.S. and I if I were to give you money there to find out just because you're trash talking, I would get fired. So
what?
Yeah, dude, they're that strict. But once the merger happens, we'll be under T-Mobile and it won't be more, a hell of a lot less like security focused because Sprint, dude, there's so many like security restrictions. It's up the yin yang, dude. Like you can't do nothing. That's crazy. Freaking SoftBank. So,
Damn. Well, yeah.
That's Massa, bro. Massa's a bitch.
Bro,
Yeah.
Massa didn't. It's crazy how Massa didn't have control of his own company, bro. He's letting these damn buffoons.
Bro, Massa got the
take
whole
control.
WeWork thing failing going on, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because he's letting all these damn CEOs that he gets involved, bro, buffoon the whole situation up, bro. Like they're committing a raccoonery, bro, everywhere.
Yeah. So
Raccoonery, buffoonery, bro.
Each year I have to take what's called a I comply
NDA.
certification course, NDA. I have to check each box that says I will not do this, I will not do that, I will not give money, I will not go overseas with my laptop, I will not share proprietary information, I will not, it's just I have to say that as an employee, and it's so painful. Like I just want to. But
hey, Caleb, you want to laugh, bro? Me, Ricky, Carlos, we're on like a T-Mobile hit list, bro.
Yeah. No, I know, and I that's the thing. I cannot be on that hit list. If I was, then I wouldn't have a job. That's
bro,
the thing.
What I do, bro? What did I do? Why am I on a hit list, bro?
The thing is, like, once this merger happens, like, one of the first things I'm going to do, since I'll be under Deutsche Telekom, right? I'm freaking going to Germany.
Nice.
And using Deutsche Telekom's network for like free, bro. It's gonna be free.
Yeah. I hear they're really good there, bro. I hear T-Mobile's amazing over there.
Good. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'll be like, you know what? I'm with T-Mobile US. I'm going to go there. I'm going to get some German beer, get some German hot dogs.
Make sure you drink it warm, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So that's the cool part. See, because Deutsche Telekom is international.
Yeah.
You have that flexibility, meaning all the countries
Australia.
Yes.
You got what else?
That's right. For example,
all over Europe, bro.
Right, exactly. So as a T-Mobile employee, since my job is remote, if I wanted to live in Australia, I have to be a citizen there. I could work in Australia. Under Sprint, I can't do that. But Deutsche Telekom, I can. See what I'm saying?
Even though Sprint has operations in China and stuff, you couldn't do it?
No, Sprint's just a U.S. company.
Sprint itself is don't they have coverage outside of the mainland U.S. though? Don't they have
that's roaming. It's not the coverage. It's where the parent companies. It's where the parent company.
So they don't have operations out of those
exactly.
But they
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So remember, Deutsche Telekom has operations.
Yes.
I'm free to go there and just work. Which I mean, I'd love to move to Australia, or I'd love to move to. I mean, I might move. That'd be nice. We'll see what happens. But
hey, Caleb, Dish Network says they're gonna build out their 5G network with $10 billion.
As a standalone too.
I do not believe anything that comes out of Charlie Ergen.
Charlie Ergen's full of it, bro. He's a bullshitter, man.
He is. He's like the ultimate poker player, and I just don't. You can't trust a poker player.
But you know that guy, bro. Everybody knows that guy that always like
Hoarded spectrum for
exaggerates and brags about stuff that they've never done or they don't have, but they keep on going anyway, bro. He's that dude.
Yeah,
Bro,
he's I mean, not to buffoon him or anything, but he's like an STD. He's like the gift that keeps on giving.
damn.
Charlie Ergen's herpes, bro.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Yeah. He's like
Hey,
raccoon rabies, man. Raccoon rabies, I guess.
But you gotta look at it like this. If T-Mobile with $6 billion annually, they have not even been able to finish Band 71, let alone be able to build out a standalone 5G network with 10.
You can't do that with 10 billion.
No way.
So it cost $1 million to put up a cell phone tower from start to finish. So think about that. You really think that 500 million is going to do it? No, come on, man. That's all it's going to do is just, build Charlie Reagan more casinos or something.
It's a nice little start, bro.
Sprint does have fiber world, like they have fiber in like South America, stuff like that. They do. Same with AT&T, they have worldwide fiber. It's just
so
but it doesn't mean that they operate.
No, correct. Yeah. So little fun fact about Sprint. Sprint actually has the backbone of pretty much the entire internet. Runs off of the Sprint interconnected backbone. It all uses Sprint their facilities and stuff, but it's just they don't have any operations outside of the U.S. That's how it is.
It's gonna be sad to see Sprint go, man.
I've been waiting for this merger since Nextel. Remember, if you guys remember, after the Nextel merger, there was talk of, hey, we're going to merge with T-Mobile.
That would have been 2009?
2005 was it? They merged with Nextel?
Yeah, like 5, 6.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right after that?
I've been waiting so many years for this to happen. And I threw the biggest, I had the biggest party when it got announced. And I was like so happy. I'm still happy. But it's just been a long time coming.
Are they actually going to close April 1st, or can they close a little sooner?
So here's the thing: if they don't get permission from the California Public Utilities Commission, they're going to hopefully close that on 30 days after March 16th. If they don't, let's say if it said no, CEPC says no, they cannot build out California. Period.
So that means so what does that mean, Caleb? So that means any T-Mobile and Sprint towers in California, they got to shut them down. They got to decommission them.
No, they would have to operate independently.
They'd have to operate independently. So it's just to get it. I mean, California. I mean, my area, dude. Los Angeles.
California is going to be 2 weeks behind. Big deal.
Yeah, it's just. I hope they close after the CPUC approval. I would rather have T-Mobile close on April 16th. 15 to 30 days. I'm going to make that much of a difference. To be honest with you.
Right.
Don't be, I don't want them to be stupid about it. So they haven't been. I mean, T-Mobile's been extremely smart. If you look at, okay, let me prove it. Like, this is what I'm saying. On the court hearings, the court trials.
Yeah.
John Ledger never said anything outlandish or dumb. He kept his mouth shut. Right,
bro, because they knew it was in the bag, bro. They just didn't have to incriminate themselves.
Yeah, it's just that's the only thing. It's the only time he hasn't opened his mouth.
Bro, seriously, John's got 70 million reasons.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get a huge, 65.
That's 4 years of his salary, bro.
Yeah, $65 million, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna get $65 million. That's a hell of a lot.
I thought it was 80, bro.
I think some people over-reported it, bro. I thought it was like 65. Almost 60 or something.
I think it was 65, but I mean, 65 million. That's a lot of raccoons to buy, man.
I thought I heard 70.
But still,
a lot of raccoonery, buffoonery.
Calling his name, Mr.
Yo, Caleb, how about you don't have to respond to anything, but how about Michelle Combs refusing to face his employees for like the last year and a half, bro? Like he won't even like he was sending out an email for earnings reports. Like he wasn't even like doing a call. He wasn't going in front of his people, bro. I mean, that dude's a lame, bro.
Well, I mean, he's on the board of SoftBank, and I think also Uber.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He doesn't have to be. I mean, the only reason why Michelle Combs is in there is just to be a stand-in. That's it. He doesn't. He's moved on.
Hey,
Yeah.
take your camera off, Carlos. Go to stop cam. Hit stop cam. Or you're not a. Oh, you got rid of the
No,
Marcelo.
hold on. No, you're tripping. Hold on.
You remember when you sent the Marcelo picture? Yeah,
Oh
Marcelo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what about me, bro? Watch this.
I am here. I am here today. This is Marcelo. I am here today for Sprint Vision. We will make our network great again with 5G, Mrs. MIMO, tri-band capabilities. We will be the
I
best
bet you he's a
in the
nice guy in
nation
real life, bro.
worldwide.
I bet
5G.
you he's a good dude. Come on, man.
Well, I mean,
I'm dead.
you guys got to hand it to at least to Sprint to getting the massive MIMO built out on Band 41 because
Right?
Yeah.
T-Mobile ain't got shit.
I'll tell you what, Caleb. Listen, man. What Sprint did in the last 2 years in Cleveland, I can't believe it, bro. It was 3G everywhere. And now when I take my phone all over the CLE, it's LTE everywhere. So
Yeah.
what they did in the last 2 years, I mean, the network was god awful, bro. But it got. I mean, they made huge gains in 2 years.
Yeah, we spent like 12 billion. Carlos,
Yeah.
I wanted to, I was going to talk to you. Dude. I want to know what your speed tests were if you were to hit those millimeter wave sites for T-Mobile because I provided that map. There's only nine cities that have the T-Mobile millimeter wave.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now,
CLE
bro.
got it.
I'm gonna
Not
tell you this.
bad.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. I've
Can I get
T-Mobile
connection?
millimeter wave.
Can I
Remember
get a
that day when I
connection?
was doing it live on Twitter? Remember when we were live on the Twitter call? You were on there, Caleb. And I picked up the millimeter wave, and then out of nowhere it went away. And then I parked by
0.5,
the Luxor, and I crossed the street walking
0.7.
with traffic, and I couldn't get millimeter wave no more. Ever since then, I haven't been able to pick up the T-Mobile millimeter wave. Like if T-Mobile millimeter wave shut down.
Were you on NR? Did you grab screenshots of it when you're on NR 261?
Did I grab? Yeah, I have screenshot where it shows the phone being connected to millimeter.
It should have been on, I believe, NR 261.
261. There's what's Verizon's
260.
something? 260.
Yeah,
260.
bro.
What was your
AT&T's is what?
It's freaking raining out here. Holy crap,
what was your speed?
bro! I got like 300 megabits, and then I lost service, and that's it. Like the most I got out of millimeter wave with T-Mobile was like 400. 400
Okay.
and change.
Okay, well, right, exactly. That's what you should be getting. So that's my point. Like, if they can just build out the millimeter wave, dude, they'll be fine. If they can spend money.
But they don't want millimeter wave, bro. They've already said that that's not their 5G. Their 5G is going to be based out of low band and mid band.
I
Yeah.
know, but here's the thing: if they don't build out their freaking millimeter wave, let's take Sprint's 2.5 out of the equation.
Okay, let's take it out.
They need to build that damn millimeter wave, dude. Because I'm telling you,
Why else did you spend $900 million on the spectrum assets?
you know, Neville Ray talks about a layered cake. If it was my layered cake, I would do, 600, 700, 2.5, 1900, and 24 gigahertz for high capacity.
Neville Ray is the most disingenuous, intelligence insulting. What would we call him? Chief operating or chief engineer? What do they call? What's his position? Whatever it is, the engineer.
CTO,
Yes, the
Chief of
technical
Technology Operations.
whatever. Bro, he's such a fake, a fraud, a bullshitter. Bro, he talks so much shit about how much he knows, but they do the opposite, right? They talk about how like DSS isn't going to be doing anything, and then 2 weeks later he's like, "Yeah, we're going to be doing it." You know?
What happened to Caleb?
I don't know.
Holy crap.
But they always do that, bro. He always does that. Neville talks about bullshit that that they're not going to do, and then they do it. You know, because they just don't want to admit to the world that Verizon is 10 steps ahead of them.
Hey, Caleb, it's not you. It's Tyler with the feedback. He's the one that has the feedback bad.
Sorry about that. I put my headphones on. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, okay, cool. What's up with Caleb? Hold on. Oh, okay, there he is.
I didn't know that.
I'm
Sorry.
back. I tried to
No, yeah.
redo the. I don't know. I mean, try to redo the stream. I think it. I'm glad that Mike Sievert is going to be the new T-Mobile CEO soon.
Me too.
I really, he's a smart guy. He's got to look at the network and say, oh Jesus, we're getting our butts kicked. I don't think I don't think he's going to pull a John Ledger. So,
I doubt it, but the thing is regardless, it's the money, bro. You know how it is. There's no money, bro. What are you gonna do?
I mean, they're saying that they do 13 billion.
Unless you guys help them build out the network and you don't get paid for your labor.
$1 billion loans, bro.
No, hold on. Massa's not going to help. Okay, I know that. He's not going to help. He already said he's not going to help. So Deutsche Telekom will. If they will, they have to. Because Timothy Hodges said he didn't want to be number one. I can see Deutsche Telekom floating them about maybe 10 million more. It will happen. Don't worry.
Bro, if it don't happen, then I don't know what they're going to do.
They're just going to be number 3.
Can I get 5 megabits per second at my house, please?
At least.
Please?
Bro, like, that's ridiculous how Sneed can't even get 5 megabits, bro.
Actually,
I get 2.
Sneed, is there a McDonald's near you by any chance or no?
Like, how close does that have to be?
I would say maybe half a mile.
No.
Dang it. All right, I was going to say, dude, if there was, all I got to do is just put up a 2.4 gigahertz antenna and just
steal some Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Bruh, that's crazy. If you got to go through all that, bro, that's just you're better off just changing your carrier, bro, because that's wild.
Yeah, but I root for T-Mobile, bro. I really do, man. Like, people don't understand. Everybody's like, Sneed hates T-Mobile now. Sneed loves Verizon. Bro, I hate Verizon, bro. But the numbers don't lie.
The only beef I have with Verizon is that when I used to work. I used to work for all the carriers. I used to be. My history is as this. I used to after I got out of IT, my first job was a Sprint cell phone tech, fixing phones and doing phone repair, right?
Yeah.
And then I used to be a telephone lineman at AT&T, and then I went to, from that, after 4 or 5 years of that, I went to Verizon in the central office as a central office tech doing fiber and DS3 runs and stuff in the central office. Then I went into wireless engineering at Verizon. In only California from Modesto area, but I guess the only beef I have with Verizon is I made my director look so good because we're kicking AT&T's butt in root metrics and stuff. We're building out like crazy, and I wanted to, I felt the time that I had there, I wanted to move up in the engineering level, and they wouldn't let me because I was making the director look so freaking good. They wouldn't let me move up, and I was pissed. I'm like, you know what? You won't let me move up, and I'm doing all this shit for you. Root metric scores. Screw you. And that's why I went to Verizon in RF engineering, and I'm, in charge of all the Los Angeles and all of Southern California, Riverside, San Bernardino, in charge of
my bad,
Orange County, and San Diego. Yeah. But
next time when something like that happens, bro, you know what you need to tell them?
What?
Your mother should have swallowed you, my man.
It's fucking crazy.
No, it's just it made me mad. Like I applied to like so many RF engineering positions when I was at Verizon all throughout different states and stuff, and they just I got a third party win that my boss and the director didn't want me to leave because I made him look so good, and it pissed me off to no end, and I didn't want to quit. Right?
Whoa.
I didn't want to get I didn't want to just say, hey, I quit, but that's when I went to Sprint. When they look at my resume and so they see like AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, blah, 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 they think I'm like a corporate spy. because I worked with all the carriers my whole entire life, so I know how each company culture is. Verizon's like, they don't care, what you do as long as you do your job good and stuff like that.
Yeah.
AT&T, when I was a lineman at AT&T, oh my God, dude, the union, they're on you 24/7. Like they just hellhound you. If your truck is unlocked, they kick all the stuff out of your truck. They're constantly yelling at you. When I was at Sprint, as a cell phone tech, they're kind of like, well, we suck, but we don't care, So that was the company culture, dude. Like they know they suck, but they just didn't care. But now, since I'll be T-Mobile soon, I'm in the cool kids club, and I tell you, my first paycheck, I'm spending about $2,000 on T-Mobile branded clothing, so I can just wear it out. Because
you're so full of shit, bro.
No, dude, I'm dead serious. Sneed, you look at all the quarter conference calls, the uncarrier moves, all the store employees. They're all, what do they wear? What are all the customer service? Pink shit. That's right.
Yeah.
So if I don't do that, you looked out on the outcast, bro. So I'm going to be a flamboyant, pink.
Bro, you better. They're gonna make you wear the pink panties, bro.
Bro, it's gonna be pink panty night, April 16th, bro.
Oh my God, bro! They're gonna make you
Pink
wear the
pajamas.
pink panties too.
That's what I'm spending my first paycheck is, and I'm gonna be moving down to Florida soon because that's where I want to retire. But it's just you have to
Caleb,
be.
How old are you talking about retirement, bro?
I'm only 37, but that's where I want to retire when I get 50, 60 or something.
Oh, okay.
But bro, why would you want to move right now to Florida though, bro?
So I lived in. Well, here's the thing. I lived in California. I went from Modesto, California, and then I moved down to Newport Beach. And it's just California, dude. It's so freaking expensive. And I was living like 5 minutes from about 4 minutes from the beach. Right in there in Newport Beach. But it's just I didn't like. I lived in the area. I was paying, over $2,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment for a high rise in this apartment. And then you have Teslas and Maseratis flipping you off and going to Starbucks in their Speedo. Right. So I just got sick of it. So I'm like, all right, and then I moved back to Ohio for a little bit. I'm helping my buddy out here I went to school with. And then
what part of Ohio, Caleb?
Wow. I'm in New Philadelphia, kind of a little bit outside of Columbus, but
yeah, I know where it is, bro. I've been there. I actually I helped my friend build a truck stop gas station over there.
There you go.
He's got a construction business. Have you I forget the name of the freeway over there. It was a truck stop.
77. Yeah, off of 77, yeah. But I'm gonna be moving to Clearwater Beach area, Florida, about 4 or 6 months.
You're gonna be near Ricky.
I'll be near Ricky, but not too close to Ricky. he's gonna skunk me to.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He's gonna get that skunk on you.
I'll hang out with them and shit, but I just don't want to give me too much crap because Florida's not gonna be my area. It's still gonna be Los Angeles, Southern California.
Bro, why don't you move to the West Coast, bro?
Move to Nevada.
I've been out there for 8 years. I just got sick of it.
But have you been here to Vegas, bro? This is the spot, bro.
I've been to Vegas. Vegas is just out. It's.
But you have to know how to control yourself from the gambling.
Yeah.
That's being honest.
I know. I don't gamble. It's just.
Then
it's
you're
just
Gucci here.
It's just. I don't know,
cheap.
dude. I just got
cheap out here, bro. You know that.
I think, me personally, I think Florida, I did some research, I'm a big, huge seafood person, and being on the Gulf of Mexico I'm going to get the most scallops, most shrimp, most seafood, and I think that's where it's at.
You're going to get that skunk seafood.
Oh, man.
That too.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys are all about that skunk life, man.
I know. Look where Ricky started, man.
Oh my God, bro.
This is all Ricky starting.
Yeah. But
right.
For real, I really hope that T-Mobile's network gets better. I'm trying to bet big on T-Mobile's network. I really, really want to see that,
Me too, man. I want to see it too, and The assets are great, but you gotta build.
Yeah, I think it'll happen. I just want to enjoy it. I just want to be able to have my Pixel 5 and be happy.
Damn, bro, you got the skunk apes trying to eat some seafood.
Did you check my track phone video about the smart SIM switching?
Yeah, I did. I think that's really good for TrackPhone to do. I can only see the what's the other ones besides TrackPhone? The Straight
Google
Talk
Fi.
Wireless, Straight Talk
Yeah.
Wireless. I can only see those guys getting into it. I can't really see the big players getting into that.
Why? But why? Why do you think that they will not be willing to get into it?
if you think about it, it's carriers are very selfish,
Yeah.
and they're not going to want, think about it. If you start switching to some AT&T tower when you're at your buddy's house and you got crappy T-Mobile service or something like that, they're going to say, oh, we want to be AT&T. It's just, I don't think that's going to fly if the big carriers did that. That's partly the reason why I'm doing my Pixel 5 little phone plan there, and I'm gonna have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. I hope they do that. The low band 5G roaming. I hope they do it, and then customers they won't have any gripes.
Yo, I hope the Pixel 5 is better than the Pixel 4 because the Pixel 4, there's a lot of bad stuff to it.
So the only difference this is why I did not get the Pixel 4. The only difference between the Pixel 3 and Pixel 4 is band 14. That's it. Just band 14. The only
but it's a better processor and stuff, so it's going to be a little bit better LTE.
I am not worried about. I'm not a camera guy. I don't play games. The only thing I care about is coverage.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yo, but they better put a better battery in it because if you have a 2,500 milliamp battery with all that 5G stuff in it, that's going to kill the battery.
Yeah, they are going to put a big, huge battery in the Pixel 5 that I know because Google knows about the complaints regarding the Pixel 4 battery life. It is just horrendous.
How did they not know that 2,600 milliamp hour wasn't going to be enough?
Honestly, Google does not give a rip about the Pixel line. They don't.
They don't.
But that's why, and people know that, and that's why they don't buy them.
Exactly. Yeah, the sales were absolutely crappy. I just hope that the Pixel 5. The only thing I want in there is my X55 modem, big battery, and then I'm good.
The best thing that ever happened to Google phones was when they used to have the Google Play Edition, the HTCs, the Samsungs. The Google Play Editions were sweet, bro.
The Nexus.
Yeah, well, actually, bro, to be honest with you, the Nexus 6P, the Nexus 5X, the Motorola Nexus Shamu, the whatever that thing was, this humongo phone, the Nexus 6, was it? Yeah, the 6. Those phones were great, bro. Even the Nexus 5 was cool, bro. The one that LG made, the plastic one.
Yeah.
Right. So I was actually just thinking about this. AT&T has rolled out their AT&T TV now nationally.
Oh, bro.
I just heard about that.
Yeah, right.
It's not really national, bro. It's like 13 markets.
Yeah. But I think what AT&T will do eventually is they're going to can DirecTV, and I hope to God they use all that satellite spectrum to repurpose that for their broadband.
Well, they're supposed to can them, and then it's being do an acquisition with what is it with Dish?
Oh, Dish,
yeah, that gives Dish more spectrum. That's what
they're trying to merge with Dish or something.
I don't think that's good. I personally don't think that's going to happen.
Hey Caleb, here's a good one for you. How much does it cost to convert a tower to a massive MIMO on a single tower?
Just the radio heads?
Like, I guess just the estimated cost on how much the equipment would cost.
So the equipment is, you not just have to upgrade the radio heads, but you also have to upgrade the actual the base station, what's called the at Sprint we call it AirScale, right, for like Nokia. So it's actually those are about anywhere from like 30 to about 30 to 40,000 for the base station, and then the actual radio heads are anywhere from about I think it's around like 70,000, 80,000. I'm not in charge of pricing, so that's all real estate. So here's the other thing. That's all real estate. Real estate does that. All we do is just design it, right? And then we just say, hey, we go to real estate. Can we put this up without anybody complaining and bitching about it? So, real estate team handles that.
But Caleb, okay, so if they do this this extended LTE agreement, okay, with if Verizon and AT&T somehow they get these kinks worked out on the testing phase, and then they finally get this going and working properly, and they do come into some sort of agreement like, hey, you know what, we'll give you so much money or this or whatever, however they come across. Do you think that that's going to make it harder on your job now, knowing that you got these two networks sharing resources in a way? Yeah, it might be capped, when they're extended LTEing off each other's network, but the coverage gaps are getting filled more.
No, it's not going to be a problem for me and all. I'm going to enjoy it because you think about, handoff wise, if I'm handing off from a Verizon to a T-Mobile tower, the handoff is going to be a hell of a lot better than, going from a Sprint to a Verizon or vice, you know what I'm saying? And it's not just that, it's because if you think about it, I could really see the carriers doing this, and I can tell you why. Voice over NR. Right?
Yes.
Voice over NR. So if you think about it, before LTE came out, all the carriers, they had to standardize on something. So I could really see them getting together and doing like a partnership on voice over NR over low band 5G.
Hey,
you're gonna need that low frequency to do it.
This just in, all 5G in Florida for Sprint is down.
Oh,
whoa! What the heck is going on?
All 5G. All of it. All the stuff that Steve from Twitter was posting, all that stuff he was mapping. Remember, he was mapping all that 5G on Cell Mapper?
Yeah.
And NPerf or whatever he was using?
Yeah.
Said it's all down. Every site is down. Yeah.
Like right now it's down?
Yeah, it's been happening for like the last 4 or 5 hours. Every market he's gone to has gone down.
Well, good thing Florida's not my area. Thank God. Geez.
That's a pain in the ass, bro, because they just deployed all that like in the last few weeks since the Super Bowl.
Yep. Yes, they did. So,
bro, now you got people laughing. You got Cash Games here. You got Seabass. What happened? I don't know, Seabass. It literally just got took out of commission, bro.
Oh, and you guys were talking about the AT&T TV. I have the details on the pricing and the features. And since you guys are diehards and like you hang out the whole time, I guess you guys should be the first to know. All right, so here's how this is going to work. You are required a 2-year contract. It is I'm telling you, bro, it's a 2-year contract, $19.95 activation fee. The entry level plan is $60 a month, and that's only for the first 12 months. It will 100% with certainty increase in pricing. I even have the pricing. So year one, if you're on the entry level, you go to $124 after the first year per month. If you're on the $70 plan, it goes to $135. Like, so month 13. It's early termination fee is $15 per month that you're not on there. So let's say you use the service for 2 months, you owe them 22 months. So that's, and then there's equipment fees for every box and every device you have.
So what is it, over wireless, the TV service?
No, they send you an equipment to go wireless. Like they send you a box.
Yeah, but it's going to be over LTE or 5G or whatever, right?
No, you have your own internet providing.
Oh.
Sports fee. The sports fee is $8.49. There's more fees. No refunds or credits after 14 days. No other combinable promotional offers. They don't learn. This is why they don't have any customers anymore in TV.
Bro, like, this is the thing. So you're saying it's $60 plus. Let's say I gotta pay here a little cox sucks cable. I gotta pay them. It's another, let's say, $70. So that's $130, bro. So you're telling me $130, bro? It's not worth it. I'd rather get Dish Network, bro. You know, I've been paying for Dish Network for the America's Top 250. That's all their channels they have, bro. I've been paying $58.99 for the last 6 years, bro, on 4 TV sets, bro. I got with the Hopper 3 and everything, bro. DVR and all. My price has not gone up in 6 years.
I gotta bounce, guys. I gotta be up in like 5 hours for
Yo,
work.
SMT, one question. Are the carriers going to have unlimited 5G plans?
I think they will, and here's why. Because they're going to be doing DSS, it wouldn't make sense for them not to. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you've got the device, I say they do. The only thing is Verizon and AT&T have a little way of doing things. If it's up to them, they're charging premium for millimeter wave. So I don't know. Bro, mid-band, they cannot charge more for low band because low band is connectivity. It's just connecting the devices to keep them having a signal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. These carriers are so stupid. Like
I know.
Sprint charges a different plan. Verizon has an add-on fee, and it's included in their top 2 plans. AT&T includes it in their top 2 plans, and they have millimeter wave only for enterprise, and it's premium pricing. It's garbage, and they act like they should be charging extra for it. So I don't even know what the hell to think, bro.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
So AT&T, once they get NR on their whole bands, I predict they're probably going to roll out that to consumers, not just the business lines.
But like, because they're going to be doing DSS on everything, so how would you?
Yeah.
How could you charge for that? Like, it's your network. It's not. You're not paying. Like, they're not paying extra to operate it. It's their homegrown network. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I predict. I mean, they got to switch it over to consumers. Once the whole NR stuff is done. So that's what they'll do.
But yeah, I don't think
really
T-Mobile's going to be getting their Band 71 rolled out all this year. I just think it's going to take a few more years, if that at the earliest.
Yeah. Yep. It takes time, It takes a good, it takes a good 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
That's the time it takes to build a tower. It really does. But we do it in waves. It comes in waves.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Thank you for having me on.
Thank
Carlos.
you, SMT, for all you do.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. And it was a pleasure being on with you guys.
Definitely.
TM Productions, big shout out to you, sir.
Yeah.
Caleb, thanks for your knowledge and sharing this stuff with us.
Thank you for coming on, Sneed. Thank you,
anytime, bro. You guys are the best, bro. We do it for our culture. We do it for our community, bro.
Hell yeah,
SMT
man.
Nation, baby.
The wireless
SMT
network
Nation.
crew, bro.
Nah, it's not just the wireless nation, bro. It's the SMT Nation.
Hey, we got the
baby.
SMT Nation and we got the Skunk Nation.
Skunk, bro. To hell with that Skunk
bro.
Nation, bro.
And I can't wait to see that commercial. Whoever's making that commercial, that T-Skunk mobile,
Yeah.
bro, I can't wait to see that
Me too,
commercial
man.
they make, man. I want to see their skunk on carrier move.
Hey, Carlos, you want to go on Twitter?
I'm going to in a little bit because I'm
night,
about
guys.
to. I'm gonna end
Hey,
all right, good night, Steve.
The Florida situation.
man.
The Florida situation. I'm seeing these towers are out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh wow.
I'm looking at them right now.
Oh, so you can see the. Oh yeah, that's right. You can see every sector of the network live.
They're all fucking red.
Yo, I wonder what happened.
Oh, they're all getting the maintenance done. Looks like. Let me see.
Damn.
Let me see. Hold on for a second. Let me go into this one. Let me see what's going on. Maintenance started at. Holy shit! This started at 9 p.m.
Hey guys, if anybody on here is not subscribed yet to Sneed's channel, please subscribe to his channel. Please remember to hit the notification bell on his channel. He is he contributes a lot to me.
Yeah.
And he has helped me out a lot, and I appreciate everything he's done for me. So please, I would really appreciate it if you guys are not subscribed and you have not put that notification bell, please do it.
Yeah, SMT and Carlos and Ricky has done so much for us.
Make sure you guys, even Ricky too, man. Make sure you
Yeah.
guys like like we're trying to do like a little thing where we have this community and we are all together.
Yeah, we're
Like
together as one
I love it
family.
how you guys, on the live were agreeing, disagreeing. Like that's what it's supposed to be about. We're all
Yeah.
supposed to, figure out like, let's say Seabass can know something that we don't know, or Caleb is filling us in with the network integrations and how they plan on doing stuff, and that Band 71 is possible to have massive MIMO, and all
Definitely.
this stuff, and this community is just great, and we want to keep this community going that way.
Yeah. Hey, Carlos, sorry about that feedback I had earlier.
Oh no, it's all good, bro.
Okay.
That's why we have that. You know how you hit me up on that private chat earlier? Like we
Yeah.
have that, so just in case, like
Yeah,
if you see
definitely. Because I was wondering, I'm like, why is my mic getting muted? Yeah, so I understand now. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was muting everybody just to see who it was, the
Yeah.
feedback coming from.
Definitely.
But guys, I'm gonna end up ending the live right now, bro. I appreciate everything. I thank you guys for coming on. Just remember, I'm on Twitter. Just I have it on the description down below. If you can please hit the thumbs up like button on the way out, either up or down. I mean, it's up to you guys. Up, down.
Yeah,
however you
and
guys
everyone, please
feel.
subscribe to Carlos. Follow him on Twitter, and just support everything we do. We support you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I have a link to my PayPal on the description down below. If you guys, it's any smaller occasional monetary donations are gladly appreciated for the channel. And it's not for me to benefit off of. None of it is for me. It's to make the channel better, for
Definitely.
you guys to be able to get stuff for giveaways, stuff like that. Like I want to be able to give you guys stuff as it comes, like basically everybody pitches in and helps each other out so we can help somebody, like let's say get a pair of AirPods if they don't need it, or Galaxy Buds, we can do giveaways and service for 3 months or stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I totally get it.
So that's basically what that's for, and maybe a mic, a mic for my computer, to have a decent setup for mic. That's it. But other than that, everything goes to you guys.
Definitely. I totally understand and appreciate it.
And any test units, let's say if I bought any test units, how do you call it, with the money, I would sit here and after I unbox them, I would sit here and put them out for a giveaway, even if it's a flagship. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
All right then, guys. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, Tyler, for coming in, and I
Yeah,
appreciate.
definitely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Carlos.
I appreciate everything you guys have done. I gotta go, bro. Pick up some food because it's at Buffalo Wild Wings waiting for me to go pick up, bro. Because I'm starving.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Carlos. I'll see you on Twitter.
Yeah, no problem. And thank you, John. Thank you, Maverick. I saw Ricky in the house. What up, Rick? Rick.
What up, Rick?
Rick.
Ricketodian.
Yeah, just like you said, the skunk 5G raccoon rabies. That's right.
Yeah, man. Hey, Ricky, I'm switching to AT&T next week.
Thank you. T-Mobile Stan, thank you, bro. Apple Watts, you're the man always, bro. I got you. Thank you for moderating tonight. Chanel 808, thank you for moderating too. I appreciate you guys. Sebastian, thank you. Robert, thank you. Cash Games, appreciate you, my man. Cesar, thank you. And T-Mobile Skunk 5G, thank you. DJ, what is it? DJ Guiding Tech, thank you, bro. Appreciate you too. Michael, thank you. So, all right, guys. I will catch you guys on the next one. Just stay tuned. I'm going to be putting out a video. I'm getting my S20 Ultra on Tuesday. It's already confirmed. So, I will be doing an unboxing video and a review on that phone, guys.
Thank you so much for having me, Carlos.
Not a problem. All right,
see you,
guys.
buddy.
Have a good one, guys. Take it
Thank
easy.
you.
God bless. And let's catch you on the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.
Peace.